I can't really be a lawyer and a criminal, can I? But do I want to win like this? I'm of two minds here.
So it's a coin flip.
Johnny Vitti was murdered tonight. Falcone crime family has to be taken down.
There's only room for one homicidal maniac in this town.
Why are you running?
You could use a little fun.
You thought wrong.
You still haven't figured out who killed Johnny Vitti?
A killer who only works on holidays.
Once I take him out, things are going to be different. We can start a family.
The city is fallen, Alfred.
Who is Holiday?
And who's next?
Helps to put everybody on the screen first.
Officials.
You think I've been doing this?
Coined.
Yeah, you think I've been doing this for a while. Well, hello, everyone. We're back. Mischief Mayhem movie with a great episode, with a great panel to talk about, a great book, what I think is a very good movie. That has some issues, but overall, it's a good story, even with the differences. So, on that note, I'm a big Batman fan, of course, as you could tell, maybe by the symbol behind me and the 60,000 comics I've bought in the last 6 months. Thanks, Gooch. And yeah, in general, this is one we've been wanting to talk about since Halloween is coming, and tomorrow is the 1st of October. We figured let's talk about The Long Halloween. One of my favorite Batman books, probably one of the best that they have written about Batman. But we wanted to bring a comic book nerd panel together with a special guest, of course. So let's get to the panel. Angry Badger. My friend, my nerd friend, I should say. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Yeah, I love Batman. A little over, approaching 300 McFarlanes, and most of them are Batman or Batman related. All the comics that I couldn't afford as a kid, mainly Batman. And just, yeah, he's my favorite. Everyone has their favorites. Just, it brings everyone together, unless you're Nadia. And then I hear from little Birdie that maybe even that, through osmosis, is making her appreciate Batman. Also, just want to say, Batman confirmed to be better than The Dark Knight Rises. I said it.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
right.
Let's go!
Yes, go!
The Batman is so much better than The Dark Knight Rises.
You are right,
It is.
sir.
It is.
You don't hear that much in the 199, but I'll tell you right now, you are 100% correct. I'll shout it from the
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
I think they're both pretty weak, to be honest with you.
Well, and that's why
and boo.
Everyone's entitled to their wrong opinion, okay?
Somebody who brought the pumpkin
Batman is like a 5 out of 10. It's me. Mediocre.
Wow.
Team up, Beardo.
It's still September. Kick that pumpkin out of here.
Hey, listen, after watching The Penguin, I watched the Batman twice just this past week after watching The Penguin.
Same Z's.
Yes.
Yep, that's right.
It does make you want to go back.
Gucci Gooch.
Of course, the Gooch is back. My favorite person. I don't have a candle yet, but you know,
be Gucci. Okay. My shirt's coming, right?
Where's my shirt? Goddamn! I'm gonna buy a shirt from you. I'm buying a shirt.
Yeah, it's good to be on here again. I love talking Batman. I know we've been talking The Penguin, which again, the best series probably in the last 10 years since Breaking Bad. This series is fantastic. It's unreal. I have a crush on Kristen Milotti. She is the best Sophie actress I've seen.
You can save her.
I can save. Yeah, I can save her. Gooch can save her. But yeah, the Batman. I'm a huge fan of the Batman. Robert Pattinson. He's my boy. And yeah, let's get this party started.
Let's go. My favorite Paisan, Enzo Stupenzo. How you doing, brother? Welcome back to the show.
Fantastic. I'm out here in Austin visiting and forgot this was coming up. I knew it was coming up, and I saw that the Joker movie's coming out soon, and I was like, I bet that Batman discussion I signed up for several months ago is this week. And I was correct. So I'm glad it didn't slip by me.
Yeah. When you got the link, you're like, okay, then now it's confirmed. We're good.
It's confirmed. Yeah. But no, I this is fun because I remember usually you guys give me a choice to pick some movies you guys are doing in the next batch, and I like to pick one I watched several times and one I've never seen before, which was this one. I'd never watched it. I was very familiar with comic books, and I did get to reread that again.
Right.
But yeah, this was a solid movie. I was very impressed by it. So I can't wait to talk about it.
Very good movie. I appreciate you being here to talk. And then, of course, the special guest of the night, Fear the Beardo, my man.
I don't know. I was a special guest.
Well,
thanks, man.
You're special to me.
Special.
I'm a little.
We've been through so much.
A little special. No, man. Like Badger here, my favorite superhero of all time is Batman. I love the animated series back in the 90s. That's what I grew up on. And then really, obviously, the Nolan movies are fantastic. But what like kind of reignited my super obsession with Batman was the Arkham games. The Arkham games and getting Kevin Conroy
I'm almost
back.
there, Beardo. I'm almost there. Keep talking.
Yeah. Dude, those Arkham games are just
they're amazing. I was just playing it myself. I was playing Arkham Knight this weekend.
Love it. Arkham Knight has aged very well.
Yeah.
Very well.
It looks when you have the right equipment. Now that I got the new rig, it plays so beautifully. I was like, wow, this game feels brand new again.
Origins and Knight both got hindsight look very good.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember when Arkham Knight first came out, it was loved, but the gripes with the Batmobile may be justified at the time. But you go back and play it now, and it's like, man, we were a little too tough on this game when it came out.
Yeah.
But like Canoli said, if you're playing on PC and you got a beefy rig, the game looks like it came out this year.
It does.
It's beautiful.
Really I'm playing Asylum right now, and I'm just in heaven. I'm just finishing that one off. And
most of those games, the old games, look great, but something about Arkham Knight on a good piece, it's
and they added the Pattinson suit.
They added the Pattinson suit. Yep, and it's got that next gen update for the PC. So you got ray tracing on there. You can run 90 frames. It's so awesome. And yeah, I'm a fan of this new Matt Reeves Batman universe that they got going on. It's crazy to think that this Batman universe, the Matt Reeves verse, I guess, started off as the Ben Affleck movie. I don't know if you guys remember the timeline of events. The timeline of events, it was Ben Affleck was going to write and direct. And then he was going through some alcoholism, going through some tough times.
Right.
Warner Brothers brought in Matt Reeves to help him out. Ben Affleck fully dropped out. Matt Reeves, it then just suddenly became Matt Reeves' movie. Yep. Fucking wild to think about this series of events of how that happened.
You remember him talking with Jeff Loeb because he wanted to do The Long Halloween. Affleck, he was in.
Affleck wanted to do kind of like an Arkham style movie where the movie took place between like a 2-day stretch where like you've seen like probably 5 of Batman's rogues gallery.
We were going to get Deathstroke exposing his identity, and Joe still wanted to do it. Maybe one day.
What a miss right there. I know.
Yeah,
it would have been so good too. Because I love Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah.
I do love that as
most
Batman.
comic accurate.
Wasn't bad.
Beardo, when are you coming on with me and Goose so we don't have to except for you?
Join the army. Join the army, Beardo.
Let me know.
Your language.
I love Ben Affleck's Batman. Ben Affleck, okay, he doesn't have the best movies, but Ben Affleck as Batman, he is the most comic accurate to Batman and even with Bruce Wayne. Let me tell you this. My favorite scene of Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne is in Batman v Superman at the Lex Luthor party. He's going down in the basement to the hard drive to get the data for the metahumans. He's getting the metahumans. The chick comes in, he pretends to be drunk. He goes, oh man, I thought the bathroom was down here, but hey, I like your shoes.
That last martini was too many. Perfect,
too
charming,
many.
not an asshole. Like,
You know the
I'm in
best
love
part?
with you. Let's go.
When he's in the corner, in the dark, in the corner of the room, when he's hovering like Batman should be, when he's like
with the police officers.
Yeah,
in the beginning. Yeah, in the beginning.
This is great.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I like your
there's
shoes.
a girl here
Brilliant.
now.
Oh,
You're interrupting our
She knows. She knows we're gonna nerd out.
Hold on. Maybe this will make it better. There you go.
Booba?
Oh,
Yeah.
boobs! Yeah.
Booba
You can't do that. You can't do that to me right now.
We ignored Gore because he doesn't like Penguin. Sorry.
Well, hello, Vex. Of course, Gore King.
I didn't
How
say
you
I
doing,
didn't like
sir?
Penguin.
The Batman.
You didn't even. Have you watched Penguin yet, Gord?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I think the Penguin is better than Dark Knight Rises. I just don't think it's a great movie. I just think that's
Batman.
But the Batman.
Yeah,
but Penguin, I am very interested in. I
very
did
good
say
so
when
far.
we reviewed the Batman that I thought the Batman universe had a lot of potential. That the first movie, I just didn't think did enough with it.
There's things that the Batman did that
Hope they
no other
improve.
Batman movie has done. They dove into the detective side of him a little bit more. One thing that really fucking made sense about the Batman movie was
preach.
The one thing I loved about the Batman movie was the contact lenses where he can record everything. That just made so much sense. I've never thought of that before, and I don't know if much people have thought of that before, but it's like,
in
yeah,
the
that
comics,
totally
it
makes
is.
sense why
They
he
never
would have
show it.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
and the leaving the grease paint on. Like
Yes,
every
leaving the
actor
eye
has
black
worn.
on. It never made sense when Keaton or anybody took the cowl off and all of a sudden there's no eye black on.
Magic. Yeah,
that didn't make any sense. And also when he enters a room,
We're a Batman stream now, not the last Halloween. Sorry.
It's okay.
the
It's okay.
steps,
It's just Batman.
just listening to his footsteps. Every single scene he's in, you hear the heavy footsteps. Brilliant. But when he needs to be stealth, he can be stealth.
Yeah.
So
You just make Gooch. You make
Intimidation.
Gooch
I've come several times.
All over.
He's just
great.
all over. Yeah.
but thanks for having me, Cannoli.
Of course, you're always welcome, buddy. You're always welcome. Real quick, we do have real quick before we get chat. I know I see you all in there. I love you all. You're all beautiful people. We do have some super chats here. So this guy Gooch gave me a $5 Manscaped. It's in the name. Be Gucci. Gooch. You didn't have to, but you did. So
I know
here's
I
what I'm
didn't,
gonna. Here's
but
what
I
I'm gonna
did.
do for you. This is for you, buddy. Old school and the best.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Again, all over.
There you go.
Just,
Just
all
like
over.
all over the place.
He is the voice of Batman. There's
He
no
is
one
Batman.
else.
I
Conroy,
love Kevin Conroy, man.
Oh,
is
yeah.
a beautiful man. Of course, this guy Beardo, you beautiful, beautiful man. You
I'm
didn't
just
have
speaking the
to.
truth here.
God damn you! All right, I have here. I'll give you probably the best Batman scene ever. Yeah. Save Martha.
Bro, but why did he say that thing? How did he know his fucking mom?
You know what? I hate the Batman, but I agree with that statement. The Dark Knight Rises was
question.
terrible.
It is.
It was.
It's
It was
not even a
Batman.
Batman movie. It's a fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie.
Yeah.
Which is that was terrible. Don't even get me.
I like the middle name, Robin.
You should go by your real name, Robin.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Robin.
Name.
I just quickly, I gotta ask. Like, I'm gonna throw it out there because I got Beardo here, and he's
Go,
like
go, do it, do it.
on
do
the
it.
same wavelength as me and Badger. Like when it comes to the Batman, when you see Victor Aguilar, I think he's going to be Victor's as later on. I think that's what they're going to transition him.
So
into.
in the Penguin?
Yeah.
So I haven't seen episode 2 yet.
Well,
Okay.
the kid,
the kid that is.
Oh, the kid.
He
The
thinks
Puerto
he's going
Rican
to be
kid?
more.
Yeah.
Aguilar. Well, I wouldn't hold his Puerto
He
Rican.
would be a
against him,
criminal.
but yes,
Puerto Rican.
knife crimes maybe. He thinks he's going to be more than.
Well, he's from New Jersey, okay? He's not Mexican.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Oh god.
That's a good theory. That's a good theory.
Waylon Bocephus for $1.99. You're a beautiful man, Waylon. A cannoli and a Dorito. Who would have thought? Yeah, well, we do these. Hey, I'll give you my second
Is that
favorite,
about me?
I'll give
A
you my
Dorito?
second.
He's
the
a
second
cone
favorite.
head, not a Dorito.
What are you
This is
doing,
for you.
man?
This is for you.
Why did you say that name?
The thing is, it's so easy to make fun of that scene. It's easy to make fun of that scene, but people aren't looking deep enough about that
they're
scene.
not diving deep.
Well, it's because Batman always in this movie, Bruce Wayne and Batman, he just seen Clark, and well, he's seen Superman as a fucking alien. This not even close to being human thing. He says, "You're not a man. You know, you're not brave. Men are brave." Okay. He just completely disregarded that this guy had any humanity to him. And then all of a sudden he's like, save Martha. He's like, well, hold on. He's getting flashbacks. Why are you saying the same? Is it about me? And then Lois is like, no, that's his mom's name. He's like, what the fuck? This guy's got a mom? I never even considered this guy's got a fucking mom.
If in the middle of a fight I stopped and said save, and then I fucking said your mom's name, you wouldn't be like, bro, what?
Exactly.
Exactly.
People
tell me that version of Batman's a retard. I mean, it's like, sorry, it's like you look at Clark Kent. Okay, maybe he's an alien, but he looks pretty dang human. It's like, yeah, he's got a mom. Of course, he's got
glasses change everything.
Yeah, it's the glasses.
Take the contacts out.
Words of Paradise. I love you, my man. I present you with a $5, which is more than the movie is worth because of that animation quality and art direction. Good story though. I understand. I don't know if I. Oh, here this. Since you're part
we can talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Since you're part tranny, Leon, we're gonna give you this.
That's terrifying.
And then, of course, my man Barry's Place has a great channel. Go check it out. Theme park stuff. $4.99. Good topic tonight. Thanks. You are very welcome, sir. I'm running. Oh, here. We'll give you. I don't have any more Batman shit. Jesus.
What about the ones I sent you? Did you not upload them?
I did. I do have. Yeah, but I'm saving that for the stream. So we'll do that later. I have that one later, but I'll give you this one since after tonight.
This is the really real world. There ain't no coming back. There ain't no coming back. There ain't no coming back.
That'd have been great if you yelled out "Warriors,
Warriors." Anyway, we are here to talk about a movie. Real quick, here's what we'll do. Since this is a hardcore Batman stream, and we're just going to talk about Batman the most time, we'll scrub through the movie while we're talking about Batman. But so The Long Halloween. I just like in the last year, I've read the book, watched the movie, gotten really into this stuff. I always knew what The Long Halloween was. I watched the animated movie years ago, not really being into the Batman lore as much as I am now. So let's start with Badger. Badger, Long Halloween. When did you first get into this? When did you read it and watch the movie?
Probably the movie when it first came out, but the comic, like, God, when I started going through and buying like all the what are the seminal editions that I should have for Batman and year one and Killing Joke and all that shit. So yeah, Long Halloween and Dark Victory. So I'm say 2016, 17, somewhere in there where I started buying them all.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's decent. I'm not the biggest fan of Tim Sale as an artist. So for that reason, I have not read that book a lot, but it is a great story.
Yeah, it is. Good follow-up.
And I enjoyed this when it came out.
Yep. Gooch, man, since you got me into this shit, you bastard. My wife hates you because of all the money I've spent in the last year. What about you, buddy? Like, yeah, you were really early on with this. So like when?
Yeah, you know my story. Like it was the Dark Knight Returns with Frank Miller that really got me into full Batman mode back in the 80s because like the violence in that book like blew my mind. You just never saw it in comics. And then reading this book, obviously, Jeff Loeb, who just kills it every time he writes Batman. Everything he does with Batman's incredible. The animation, I forgot how good this movie was, but I don't like the line work in this movie. Like the heavy black thick line work that they have for this.
Yeah,
it's a little too much. If they would have thinned that out, it would have hit a lot better.
Right.
But the animation was good, like because there's a blend of 2D with 3D in this, obviously. But yeah, I like this movie. I watched it today, and I was like, "Damn, this was good." I don't know what I was thinking when I said it wasn't that great, but it is good. It's good.
It's good. It is good. It's good. What about you, Beardo? When did you get into The Long Halloween?
So, man, I feel like I'm missing out a little bit because I haven't had the opportunity to read the comic book.
Whoa,
I know. I need to get it. I want to get it. I want to build up my comic book catalog. But I've seen both of these movies, part 1 and part 2, several times. And I just watched part 1 last week for this show.
Gotcha.
And I'm with you guys. At first, when I seen the trailer for this, I wasn't in love with the art style. I didn't like it, and it seemed like a little framey to it at moments. But the more I watch it, the more it grows on me. I feel like it really fits for this story and for this specific Batman story. So the art style's grown on me. I love the voice acting too. Jensen Ackles, phenomenal. He's really phenomenal as Batman. Yeah. And then Catwoman, she did just fine. And, unfortunately, right before this movie was about to launch, she unfortunately passed away. Yeah. She died. Josh Duhamel as Harvey Dent.
He's good.
Dude, nails it, man. Nails it. All the voice acting.
Live action. Giggity.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of live action, I take Josh Duhamel as Harvey Dent in live action. And also for this rebooted James Gunn Batman universe, I'd love Jensen Ackles to play Batman. I'd love it.
Oh yeah,
I would. I'd love Jensen Ackles.
No, he would have been a good Jason Todd. I don't know about Batman.
Well, he's a good both.
He was, and he is.
He's good both.
I'd take
Jason
one.
Todd. But I mean, who else? Who else right now for
I
the
sort of
new?
would prefer an unknown.
Yeah,
I like when Batman is. I like when Batman has a celebrity actor because like Bruce Wayne is kind of a celebrity. I think Superman is better as an unknown.
Somebody just popular and good looking.
But anyways, I thoroughly enjoy these movies. I think they're fantastic, and it's not too on the nose. Like if you don't know the spoilers for who the Holiday Killer is, it's great on a first time watch, and then it makes you want to go back, and after you find out who Holiday is, makes you want to go back and watch it again, just so you can see and look for the clues.
Also with Penguin, it's very nice to see this depiction of them. Like Sophia got the glow up in that show. Jesus.
Right.
Oh yeah, big time. What about you, Enzo?
Yeah, I mean, I remember hearing about the book first in like a Wizard magazine when it was like coming out, and I remember just digging the title because I'm a Scorpio and how like my jam. And that sounds cool. And then I remember it was a few years later I got to like read it just sitting in like a half price books or something like that on my break. And then when Dark Knight was coming out, I was hearing about how they're going to really borrow from Long Halloween, and I was really excited about that. And I remember rereading it again then. And never saw this until 2 days ago after my wedding gig down here, and watched it in the middle of the night, and was blown away by it. I mean, I gotta say, probably easily top 5 Batman movies out there. I mean, maybe top 6. I mean, it was good. It was really good. And I watched it in the 2 installments. I didn't watch the deluxe
long version.
I mean, I hear it's pretty much the same. But yeah,
I watched it in the long version, and it is better. It flows a little bit, obviously.
I'm sure. Yeah, I know credits in between and stuff. And I didn't realize there was a stinger at the end of part 1 that's pretty important with Poison Ivy. So I'm glad I caught that after the fact. But I was just blown away because usually in adaptations they got to change some stuff, and they didn't change too much. And a lot of the changes they did are kind of improvements. A lot of the changes, kind of unnecessary, I thought. But as far as like design wise, the animation, I mean, I love the comic book style. Some of the character designs in the show and the movie are more of our familiar. Catwoman had that radical kind of bat ear design with the whiskers, they kind of trade that in for the more familiar animated series kind of look and other things like that. But I do love the look of both the book and the movie. But I gotta say, I gotta give the art more distinctive look to the book because of the lighting is so great and stark in that one. But I just always loved it, and so so thanks for like giving me an excuse to finally sit down and watch this movie.
Of course, dude.
I was a big fan of the book.
Good. Gory King, what about you, buddy? As you're sneezing, bless you again.
Bless you.
That's for now.
Bless you.
Oh, sorry, Vex watched only part 1 today. Absolutely did not like it. So she's like, it is what it is. It is what it is.
So I sat down and I watched part 1 today, and I was texting you at the same time. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" I really hope the comic is better, and you assured me that the comic is much better because I still have not had a chance to read it. The worst part of this all is the animation style. I know you guys have already mentioned it, but watching this, it felt like 3 different styles trying to come together, but they never had any synchronicity. So like the thick lines especially, there's scenes where like they'll overdo it, then there's other scenes where you fully expect it but they forego it altogether. then they're missing details on some characters or just like downplaying details between scenes, like the boat scene, for example, where Selena kind of breaks up with Bruce. She looks like fucking Voldemort for basically that entire scene. And then her tits also change size, like from shot to shot, which was kind of odd. So like, I'm really wondering like who looked at this and thought like, yeah, this is great, guys. Let's switch to this. Cause there are other times where I'm just like, oh, this looks really cool. Like, I do like the details on Bruce Wayne. I think more or less he looks pretty good. Some of the cities, like background landscapes, look good as well. But outside of that, this felt very choppy was my other big issue. The scenes didn't really flow together, and it really just felt like it was kind of going like, oh, this was in the comics, so it has to be in here. But there was really no care to trying to make it fluidly come together.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard because they changed a lot, and it's such a big story with so many characters, the comic, that it's very that's why the movie's so long. Because even Sassy was asking, why was it so long? I was like, well, think about the
comic book is 12 issues for each month, and it went out for a whole year. It really was a year.
It could have been longer. They could have made it.
It's 9th-minute Halloween.
Yeah.
It's the long Halloween.
It's a long.
Right. Well, technically, it was the official sequel to Batman Year One, or not official, but Batman Year Two was not great, and they kind of wanted to redeem themselves with this one.
Yeah, I agree. Gordon, now that you're not dying, I hope you're okay. What about you? When's the first time? Have you read the book yet?
I picked up this book in 2016. Thought I was about to read about the Pumpkin Holocaust of 1870. Turned out it was a Batman comic, so that was a little better. But yeah, it's I read this a while back. But yeah, I really like the book a lot. I watched the movie probably about a year or two ago.
Nice.
Not too long after it came out. Despite the kind of Archer style animation they've got going on here, it looks cool. I do kind of agree. It's pretty inconsistent at times, but I don't find that overly distracting because I think the story is pretty solid. I have some issues with it, but as far as animated adaptations go, this is I think pretty entertaining from start to finish. I think that the through line at times, can be a little bit jarring. Not totally sure how I feel about the conclusion to it, but yeah, I like this movie a lot. I think it's pretty good.
Real quick, I do see that there are some more super chats. Sammy, my boy, Sammy 3P $1.99. Love you all, but you're all. I think that was before when we were talking about the movie earlier on. And then Nadia for $1.99. Shut up, Sammy.
Shut up, Sammy.
Shut up. And then another one from Sammy for $1.99. Just kidding. Love you guys. And then he goes, bite me, Nadia. And then, of course, and then this beautiful man, Angry Badger, gifting 5 memberships.
Let's go.
You beautiful, beautiful man, you.
I did it to tell Nadia and Sammy to stop that shit right now. We will turn this stream right around.
I'm just going to give you one long clip here. Not long, but this is the one for you guys.
Lunches. Who would steal 30 bag lunches?
I'll tell you who took those lunches. That damn Sasquatch.
It was me.
That damn Sasquatch. Thank you all, beautiful people and Badger. You're all beautiful. I love you all.
Breathtaking.
Just getting back to the animation, because that was my issue watching it. There's like when you saw Solomon Grundy, for example, detailed, looked great.
Amazing.
There was other spots where just the line work was just way too thick. It looked like a sticker put on one of those pages that when you were a kid, it kind of looked like that. I was just like, why? Like this one right here, that's too thick of a line work. You don't need to go that heavy. You could have just toned it down.
Reminds me of the Men in Black animated series, kind of. But yeah, it's no different from really most of the DC Marvel. There's always some something lacking for those animated movies. I mean, the animation isn't totally top quality. It's not like anime level qualities or anything. But yeah, I mean, it is a little cartoonish. I don't know how to describe it. Like I said, that Men in Black animated show, Invader Zim even kind of look to it.
Well, they were trying to.
Invader Zim is amazing.
They didn't know if they wanted to capture Tim Sale's artwork or if they wanted to do their own artwork.
I find it very drastically different from Tim Sale's. Yeah.
Well, I feel like they were trying to capture something in the middle, like, and it didn't hit.
Look, Gord, pumpkin representation, man. Aren't you happy?
I'd rather watch this.
Best animation of the whole movie.
But
right
so I know I've been scrubbing through a little bit, but the differences in the book and the movie are right away. You notice it, and I know people who haven't read the book or maybe not know, but they move things around a lot.
Well, Alfred gets him a lot more screen time for sure.
He does, and this, like scenes like this weren't in the movie, but the beginning starts off with Bruce Wayne and Carmine in the room together, which that didn't happen right away. So like, I guess we're just gonna scrub through and just talk about it a little bit. But like, whoever wants to go first, like, did you mind that they changed so much? Like with movie adaptations, it's gonna happen. It's just the way it goes. If it's done right, and I think what they were trying to do is make a tighter story here in a two almost 3 hour movie instead of like the book, right? The big book, and there's a sequel to the book. Most people don't realize, Dark Victory, which is just as good.
And a third one coming out called
and
The
a third
Last
one that's
Halloween.
It just came out actually. Issue 1 just came out.
Did it? Oh,
so,
Jesus.
Yeah. So whoever wants to go out there, like the movie, I'm it being a mob story too. I know Gooch can attest to this. Like, I don't mind the whole mafia Godfather kind of style theme to this because I love those kinds of movies. So it's very heavy on that, but I don't mind it. Like even scenes like this were thrown in that are different. He has 2 kids in here. Like I was okay with this. So I don't know. What do you guys think about the change?
I love it when Batman has got this like 50s or like almost timeless vibe, like not a digital age Batman. I love when Batman is stripped down a lot of his gadgets. Like in the book, he doesn't even have a Batmobile. They do add a Batmobile scene in this, but it's still pretty reserved. I like, and it's the first half of this for sure. Like the first movie is very cool because I mean, in terms of what I like to see, I want to see Batman. The mafia, the crimes, the cops, the robbers, and then there's like a guy running around like a Batman. That's kind of outlandish. And then slowly you start getting, more super villains and stuff. But it's just like Godzilla. Like I like Godzilla versus the military. Then you throw in another monster, and every monster after that starts getting kind of silly. But yeah, when Batman is kind of in this like I don't know, very crime centric story, this film noir vibe, I love that. And I think they did a pretty good job with that. But yeah, secondly, adding up all these super villains, the rogues and stuff, it kind of works with the title and also the kind of core theme of the book, which is that the mobsters are getting kind of replaced with the super villains,
right.
Which I hope we see a lot of this. What we see in the Batman too. There's a lot of parallels to what they took for the actual movie as like working with the cops and the whole flashbacks to the dad helping Falcone and Carmine's kid and the bullet wound on the table. I like those connections that Thomas Wayne isn't evil, but maybe to do good, he had to join with evil. I know what stream, I think it was Gucci's stream where someone's like, they don't like that about when they do that, but you can't have someone's parents always be perfect.
Well, that's
especially in a city like Gotham. Yep.
Court of Owls,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Court of Owls also.
That's the whole point of Court of Owls, and I think I don't want to sidetrack too much, but I think that with Reeves' universe, with his trilogy, that's ultimately going to be a huge Court of Owls story.
I hope they don't, for the only reason that the reason Court of Owls hit so well is that it's a Batman that survived for 20 years and never fucking heard of them, as opposed to a Batman that's like 3 years in and he exposes them.
Sure.
Who knows? Who knows?
They also take that angle in the Batman Telltale game, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true. They did. You're
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the Court of Owls, but they do bring in the yeah, but that one they actually do make the dad basically evil.
If you want to introduce the Court of Owls in the next movie, that's fine.
Introduce them, yeah, for sure.
Introduce them, get that in people's like that. That would be fine. I know they were talking about a million different people like Clayface and Mr. Freeze, and it's like okay, if you're gonna ground that, I'd be interested to see how they do that in a grounded, realistic universe. But
and I mean Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my god, dude!
I used to see you.
The Ice Age.
I'm going to kick some ice.
I hate when people talk during the movie.
Oh god. Yeah, so Harvey Dent, right? He's pretty much the main protagonist throughout.
See, that artwork is not that right there. That changes style right there, like Fex says. It's and then when you see him later on, it's a whole different. Yeah, it's
like he has 2 faces. Oh my gosh!
There was there's one scene towards the end of this where he encounters Joker and Joker's in the plane, and in one shot, like the line work is super heavy on the outline. Then it cuts to Batman and it cuts back to Joker almost at the same camera angle and everything. And then the thick lines are virtually all gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very inconsistent. It's very sloppy, and it's a shame because there is some good story ideas coming through, but the animation is so off-putting.
I think it's more or less when you got an up close shot and it's like it's a face shot and it's up close. You're going to see the thicker lines. Where if it's a distance shot, it's all about perspective. I think of with the line work, because I'm a defender of it a little bit. I didn't like it at first, but the more I've seen these movies about 3 times now through, it works for this one.
That's
It's
fair.
always on par. It's always on par with the TV stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Face shots are my favorite.
I thought I thought the same
ahead,
thing,
bro.
but there's 2 instances where like that isn't the case, and that was the one that I do like very clearly remember where it wasn't farther or anything. It was still but like I liked what they were trying to get across with the Joker's face, because I thought, oh, like the details, the coloring, like the lighting in this entire movie was amazing as well. But
it's
just that fucking
it was
line
inconsistent.
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
I wasn't
VD
a fan
also
of
got a glow
Joker's,
up.
Yeah, VD got his, right in the face. That's the thing too. In the book, they go through a lot of backstory with VD, and the whole starts with the wedding, right? VD's, and it's again, there's changes, which is fine.
I love
something in
it,
the
though.
book.
Seeing
Something in
them
the book
together
that's
like
so
that.
awesome is like they usually have like real stark lighting, like one light source.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Sin City, and like a lot of times whenever they show Harvey Dent before he's Two-Face, like a lot of his face is like blacked out from shadow, like foreshadowing all the time. They try that here, you know, occasionally, but like I said, it's not as stark contrast like as the book has. It's so amazing.
Yeah, there's this love now in the. Well, I don't want to give away too much about the book if you haven't read it yet. So I don't.
Well,
want to
yeah,
spoil it
I
for
like this
everybody.
idea that Catwoman makes Batman kind of chase her. In your book, you know, in the book, she just kind of tells him where the money is, you know, kind of thing. And
Yeah,
they go
yeah,
on
this-
this,
That kind of character work where she's playful about showing him what she wants him to see. I liked that.
What I don't like is that she knows that he's Bruce Wayne this early in the game, because like Batman's kind of green.
That doesn't
That
happen,
is something that probably needs to wait a bit.
Well, look, Joe Pesci's in this.
Yeah,
it's Joe Pesci.
Dan
But you're
Hedaya.
right, but she's also testing him because this is early on Batman too. So his weight's keeping him down, and she even mentions it in the movie, like
that was a great
your
line.
your body armor is keeping you down, and all this, and then pretty interesting. Yeah, this is it. Now watching these scenes, they do a good job with this whole mob story. I like it because Carmine Falcone reminds me a lot, and it's obviously taken from The Godfather, Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando's character
Totally.
in God. Yeah,
Don
and it's
Corleone.
Don Corleone. It's done so well. What do you guys think about some of the changes? Like Gooch, what do you think about the changes they made with the whole mob story, moving pieces around? But then, I think the voice acting by him, this is fantastic in this.
See, I kind of disagree with Fex. I like the way they sorted this out. I don't mind the pacing for this, because it does give you, just based on the animation work, it is like too much of the black line, but it is trying to give you that comic book look, feel, and look, and I appreciate it. The thick lines drive me nuts, but I understand what they're trying to capture here. The mafia, the family stuff is great. This is,
I love it.
Yeah, I love this stuff. And this guy, what's his name here? Anthony. This is so, like, if you're Italian and if you have uncles like I do, if you spoke up against especially the Don. Yeah, you just get a gently tap on the shoulder, like come
very
with me.
calm,
and
I'm gonna let that one slide because you're in.
I love how we play.
And everyone's giving him the look, like everyone's giving the look, like, oh, dude.
The only thing that bugs me about this part, I'm like, wow, how did this guy even get to the table if he's that stupid? I mean, it's like, really,
because he's bringing in money. You're bringing in money. You become a captain. You go
If
through
you're a
the
good earner, they'll put up. The boss will put up with a lot of shit until you disrespect him. Like,
I don't know, is he
and
putting up with a lot?
loyalty. If he's pure Sicilian, like there's a lot of.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. But I do love this. Yeah.
This like Game of Thrones approach, or at least if Game of Thrones was good, this approach of like, starting off in this really grounded, mafia style crime world, and then slowly, getting into wackadoo supervillain world, like you got to kind of show that transition,
Yeah.
It's a little silly when it just starts out and you've got the Adam West Batman rogues just all out and about. One thing that doesn't make sense though, if this Batman is so green, then why are most of these criminals already locked up in the asylums and he's already got a big rogues gallery assembled?
He's good at his job. Yeah, he's good at his job. God damn it.
Yeah.
And Alberto Falcone is a little bit different from the book. Like
they didn't bring in Mario. They didn't even mention Mario.
No, they don't.
Yeah, there's a pretty huge change with Alberto that I actually don't mind because the book is kind of confusing with the ending. And I think the change they did with Alberto is good, but like then the change at the very end, which we'll get to, is baffling and strange, and I don't like it.
There's Batman chasing Catwoman.
Great shot.
Yeah, that is a good shot. And see, like you're right. Like Gotham City, I think does look good with this.
Yeah, the cityscape is awesome.
Yeah, look at that. The background, it looks fantastic.
And he might be a newer Batman, but he's clearly a established Batman as opposed to this is year one of him being like a full Batman, which is like what,
year 3 or 4.
But that's what it takes. It takes about 3 years for him to be fully formed with, his actual costume. I like that they added the Batmobile because he should have a Batmobile by this point.
Right. I loved his cape. His cape was like Spawn's cape in the book, it was just very wild.
I love how it drapes over top of his shoulders.
Yeah. Right. I like the Batman silhouette that you can't tell exactly what he's got going on under there, where the cape comes together. And it's only when he moves that you see underneath.
Awesome.
Looks fantastic.
Something I would have liked to see.
Yeah, but his little mouth.
Yeah, I think the character styles, they kind of played it more safe, with what we're used to in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like at times it does look really, really good. Like Vex said, and other times.
One tit was bigger than the other. That was perspective, though. That was just natural. One is always bigger than the other. You know that. Come on, don't shame her.
And then this is where this is where we find out she knows who he is. And it's like, that's one change. I'm like, I don't know if I like that. But yeah, this is where they drag that she shows him to. So this is different from the book too, where in the book she just tells him where everything is. She doesn't show him and go with him. But Falcone's got a lot of goddamn money. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. It's like 1.3 billion or something like that.
$1 billion. Yeah, and it's like, God damn.
So this is what they obviously took for like the Dark Knight movies with Joker and all the money.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine some homeless guy like looking for a place to sleep on a cold night and he breaks into this warehouse,
Like, oh my shit. I'm rich. Yeah.
He's gonna pay you back an IOUs.
I'd be afraid to touch it.
Batman's smart, put a tracker and everywhere she was following her. It's great. Batman's just smart. Smarter than everybody.
This is why I
else.
like the Batman when it shows Batman working with the cops and
Yeah.
Where even they have to acknowledge he's not just some guy running around.
Well, they even tell, like Gordon even tells him at one point, we'll get to it, but he's like, you need to be a better detective. Because here at this point, he's like, even in the movie, he's like, oh, I guess he figures I have to be a better detective, be a better.
Yeah, he says it to Alfred. He goes, I never thought I'd have to do detective work.
Yeah, 100%.
Which I like.
I was just gonna have to beat up drug dealers in alleys, I thought
which
that's all the job entailed.
technically is kind of stupid because he learns how to be a detective with Renee. Is it Renee Ducard Renee Ducard in the comics? That's like in his first years of transitioning into the becoming a Batman. Yeah. Like he learns how to be a pocket thief. He learns how to do all these things by Renee Ducard.
Renee,
They still have really never shown that beyond the animated series. His like how many experts and Zatan, his dad, teaching him like quick escapes and shit like that. And,
different. He knows 149 martial art techniques.
Recently, they've all kind of just summed it up into the League of Assassins.
Yeah,
Ra's al Ghul. He learned all of this from.
He went to Africa. He was a mercenary where he did all the things. It's like okay, all right.
I like this.
He had Talia. That's all. Like,
Talia will make you do things. Talia do things to you.
Except for the one from the Dark Knight Rises. She was butt fuck ugly.
Yes.
That movie was.
Anne Hathaway in that cat suit, though.
Okay, Anne Hathaway, I don't mind. Okay,
riding that motorcycle from the back view.
The whole
wow, this is cinema, pure cinema.
The movie was shit. Yeah, this is
ugly. What?
Yeah, I like where he gives. So in the book, okay, so this is another big difference. In the book, Harvey gets his coin from his father, if I'm not mistaken. But here, Batman gives it to him, and then you find out where. So again, little things. But could you imagine?
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird that Batman gave him the coin.
Strange.
Yeah.
It was a little
I didn't love
self-fulfilling.
that change. Yeah.
But I do like, the whole point. One of the central themes is, Harvey, and this idea that, he's got this two-faced like personality, our kind of creeping in. I think in the movie they kind of do a good job kind of showcasing or I guess in the book they do a better job showcasing that, it could have been avoided,
Right.
It's like inevitable that he's going to become Two-Face is kind of what's going on in the book.
That depiction.
Yeah.
Black
It's got to be
Gloves.
the acid attack is like key, to making him break,
I like more him being a paragon and then he's corrupted and that's why it's so tragic.
Imagine burning $1 billion, just burning it. And he even says, like, should I? What does he say? Can I be a lawyer and a criminal at the same time? Yeah. It's like, oh, it's a good line, man. That's added for the movie, which I actually like that dialogue.
I mean, a lot of lawyers are criminals.
I would argue that's a redundant question.
I work with them every day. They're all fucking criminals.
Right.
They're all assholes.
Yeah. Look at Alyssa Mercante's lawyer.
Yeah, and then this whole relationship with the wife, his poor wife, was a wild story.
Yeah, she's got an Adrian thing from Rocky going on.
She does. She plays this like victim kind of throughout the whole movie, and he's like, you're wondering what the hell happened. In the book, it's a little more a little different how they play it out, but yeah, you're like she's just like
came by.
Yeah, this innocent person. You're like, what the hell happened to her that she's so timid and afraid? And I don't know, but I think it works for the movie. It's fine. Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah.
I think it throws it off. To be honest,
The movie, do you think this throws it off? Yeah.
Yeah, I think her character throws it off. I think because you don't really get any background from her. You just know that there's some kind of history with her, and she just is acting this certain way all the time. And it's like, was she in the psych ward? Was she like, traumatized by something like? And they don't really say anything until the very end. When it's
towards
like,
the end.
Oh,
in the book,
I don't even care about you. So yeah, I don't even care
actually,
about her.
I was gonna say in the book, do they they don't really go into that much detail either, or do they? I can't.
She has episodes. She has episodes.
She has little. Yeah.
The dynamic between her and Harvey is
more. There's more dynamic.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the house blows up. That's fucking crazy. I remember in the book, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Because it seems like they've taken a lot of this dynamic and given it to Sophia in the Penguin show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Episodes, Arkham. This Sophia does not act like that.
No. Well, and again, in the Penguin, we get Mario and Alberto combined together because
right.
Mario was the playboy that got, or no, it was Alberto that got sent. No, it was Mario got sent back to Italy because he was too much of a playboy, and Alberto was like the scholar.
Right. Here we go. There's your Batmobile.
Yeah.
Introduction.
Yeah, and then a big kung fu fight, which is also different from the book.
It is different. Much
makes sense.
Yeah,
I do love this little car chase, this little car crash animation, even though it was 3D. I thought that looked fun.
Yeah, nice. Because in the book it was like the Irish Mafia or something, right? And here it's Chinese triad.
You gotta have
in Dark Knight Returns, it was Michael J. White.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This was a good scene, though. I did like the fighting, and the animation was actually done well here for this.
Then Catwoman had to come in and save the day.
Of course. I didn't. Yeah, of course.
If you're looking for it, you notice it. If you're just a casual watcher, you don't really care. You don't really notice it. You're like, oh, cool, Catwoman showed up. But if you're looking for it, you're like, of course, fucking Catwoman had to come in and save Batman.
Beardo, where something's wrong, even if you can't quite put your finger on it. But she shows, okay, did Batman really need the help? That's fine.
Yeah.
It's a good fight scene.
I do like they've learned to just fucking do the Arkham fighting style. That's how Batman fights. It's as close as we're ever going to get to how we would fight. They did it in the Batman versus Superman, and they did it in the Arkham games. Just do that.
This is where it drives me nuts because Batman is probably the top hand-to-hand expert in
Shiva is the only one that should be able to beat him, basically. Lady Shiva.
And he has trouble with these goons. And I'm like, come on. He's gone through the League of Assassins. He's done all these trials, and he's having trouble with these three.
Has this one been through the League of Assassins?
Batman, before he even gets to this point, he's gone through all these trials to get to become Batman. Yeah. So now he's now he's just on the streets trying to learn.
Does this guy have I just noticed his tattoo, is that supposed to be a Batman tattoo on his
Yakuza bat dragon.
Yeah,
It's a
he looks like
Barbados.
the singer from Gorillas. That's what he looks like.
He's from the Sons of Batman from The Dark Knight Returns.
There you go.
Okay.
Where's
There
his
you
glasses?
yeah. I know what you're saying, Gooch. He does have some trouble with, especially with, well, the big guy I can kind of understand because the guy's massive, but there you go. There's
I like
weirdo
show
shit.
him confidence though, but not
But
perfect.
Batman knows how to find the
know.
weaknesses to every opponent. Like,
Gooch,
he's very
I fuck
good at
up in
that.
Arkham too. All right, sometimes I know I should hit left
I
to throw a
get hit.
battering, and he still tackles me.
I forget to hit triangle and block. The
Yeah, I
second
forget.
hit.
You
It
didn't sweep the
happens.
cape to stun him.
I should have.
Yeah.
Didn't have
Yeah.
the ability to break the blade yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is where we get
Solomon
Grundy.
Grundy. Yeah,
Solomon is creepy as fuck, and I love how they make him like here.
I love it.
Yeah.
To a casual viewer, this kind of comes out of nowhere. I do like the changes, like Batman kind of, has like this like kind of peaceful like truce
Instead of
with
fighting him.
Solomon Grundy. He's not
Right.
fighting him and beating him up, and
peaceful truce.
yeah, he's not
Feels
terrorizing
bad
this
for him.
homeless sewer
He does.
person.
He
Yeah,
does.
I'll
Yeah,
get
he
him
does.
out
It
of
feels
here.
bad for him.
He feels
He's
bad
like,
for
he's
him. He brings him Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Yep. And he's like, "Here, I'll get out of your way. Just let him go, and we will leave you alone." Like, because he knows, like, So, what do you think about the artwork on him?
It's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ed
That
Asner.
looks good. That looks really good.
Well, the last thing I'll say about the animation is it's kind of the way you feel about the Into the Spider-Verse movies. When you're first watching the movie for like the first 15, 20 minutes, you're like, man, this is a little jarring. I'm not sure if I like this. And then about halfway through the movie, you completely forget about it.
I
And
didn't
you're
really
just
notice until you guys
Yeah.
started talking about
Yeah.
it. Now I'm noticing it, but it
Yeah.
didn't really bother me before.
like you
Yeah.
first watch it and you're like, oh, okay, this is a little different. And then afterwards you're like, oh, okay, I'm not even thinking about it anymore. This is awesome.
Because
I
it
think,
becomes a visual comic. That's like you're just kind of like,
Right.
oh, cool. Like you're
Yeah, I
Seeing
think,
an animated
I'm
comic.
not trying to be like funny or sexist or anything, but I really think that guys,
Oh,
men tend to adjust their, get used to any style of animation kind of quickly. But when you tell me there's going to be a Justice League DC style animated movie, I do expect this kind of TV quality, choppy animation, cutting corners. It's kind of like, run for the par right there.
You didn't try, but you did it anyway. Everyone knows that men have the ability to adapt to comics quicker. Something in the
Yeah,
eye.
no, I know women. I know plenty of women who just don't like animation. Like anything, it doesn't matter if it's a adult oriented movie or whatever. It's
Right.
like if it's animated, so you gotta twist their arm to get them to watch it.
See, this is like her look is just piss poor, awful.
The haircut, she needs a little.
The eyes, like it just like the one
face,
eye's like
no
actually
detail.
going outside of her face, like her head, like the
Perspective.
the right eye is
Perspective.
yeah.
You're looking at the
Looks
right
like-
side of her face a little bit.
She looks like a sock puppet. But I mean,
I just don't like her character.
no.
I hate her
A lot of
character.
people don't. A lot of people
Woe
don't.
is me. Feel bad for me. While Harvey Dent's trying to do everything he fucking can to get her happy, and then she's like on New Year's Eve. I believe it was New Year's Eve of all fucking days. They're in the middle of fucking Times Square, and she's like, "Feel bad for me right now, publicly in front of
Yes.
fucking
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
right now."
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah,
fuck
yes,
you.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is where Batman he's trying to like intimidate this guy, and he's like, all right, you need to be a better detective. It's like, okay, thanks, Gordon. Appreciate you, man.
You do better,
Fe-
Senator.
Fear works though. Fear works.
That's the
Also-
best thing from the animated series when they go to the future and he goes out and he's like, a lot of things have changed. It's like, are criminals still cowardly and superstitious? All right, just throws him off an edge.
Things are good. Things are good.
Yeah.
These movies like were made for like $2-3 million. That's it. They didn't.
Yeah,
spend
not a lot.
on
They
these
didn't have big
movies.
budgets.
And animation's tough, man. So I tend to be pretty forgiving. Like I watch full length movies that have awful animation. It's like a stylistic choice, and it's just, get used to it, I guess. Mirror Mask. That movie has very bad special effects, but I love that movie.
But Uzumaki.
Yeah, I'm excited for that shit. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh my god.
Let me stay right
Regal
here for a second.
representation is very important.
Boobs.
I agree with whatever she's
Sleeves.
saying.
Love it.
Now, if Two-Face's
she was
girlfriend had
speaking?
looked
Sorry.
like this, then we would have understand.
Right.
I would have liked her a lot more.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
I love
Aw.
this. Gooch,
Stereotypes.
This is straight out of Goodfellas. This is straight out of Goodfellas. Paulie, but he's chopping the garlic. Yeah, garlic. Yeah.
I love this, man. I'm just like,
that's my Uncle Rocco right there.
You see it, he's talking about into the sauce.
You got to use the right basil, and I'm like, oh, this is so Godfather, Goodfellas. Like, oh God, I love it.
This idea that this Italian mafia family, you'd think everyone. Yes, I know how to make tomato sauce. Like, like everyone knows how to make tomato sauce in this family.
I like the way he said that too, because you got something to say. Sounds so much different than, do you have something to say?
Yeah, yeah.
It's intimidating, man. This guy.
Same threat.
It's one of those lines. Culture. You can accent every word, each word differently, and it'll be a total different meaning.
The scars, like his detail on him looks fantastic.
That's why I think it's funny. From? He fought the Roman, or he fought not the Roman. He fought someone back in the day.
All right.
He is the Roman,
right? I would say he fought Maroney's, right?
Yeah, Maroney. Yeah,
I think it was Maroney. Yeah.
Sorry, but you were saying Badger.
Sorry. Who was talking?
I think Badger.
Speak, goddammit.
I'm good.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, Alberto. Okay, so in the book, he had a fascination not with puzzles, but what the hell was it? It was
algorithms and patterns and stuff like that.
Patterns and stuff. Here they give him like he's like doing these puzzles and like logic.
So he was autistic in the book. He was Rain Man, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
He basically was. He was very smart. He went to
Oxford.
Where did he go? Did he go to? Was he? Yeah, he went to Oxford.
He went to Oxford,
and they made obviously spoiler, but Gilda went to Oxford. So,
which you find out later. But look at him; like he's so intimidating here. This would be what a mob boss father who's disappointed in his son. This is exactly what would happen. And
he tells the dad from John Wick, it's not what you did, son, and
it's who you did it to.
It's who you did it, like that type of. Yeah, I like that.
He'll come for you. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. Because he's pissed at him because he sent and that didn't happen in the book either. He sent flowers to Dent's hospital room to show like to make
seen.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we care, and he's like, no, you're just. I didn't tell you to do that shit.
He went.
It was personal for him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Which you find out why later. Yeah. Then all this, and then Harvey is this again, all new. He's just standing, and I like this scene here because the accident with the bomb.
You make it think that his face is going to be fucked up.
His face is fucked up because he's always in the shadows. Yeah.
His face has changed. His nose has changed. Everything. His eyes are smaller. Everything's changed about the look of Harvey Dent.
I'm not a fan of how Jim Gordon handled this situation.
He gives him a gun.
Just gives him a gun. A guy who Jim Gordon knows that that Harvey Dent can't legally own a gun because he failed psych tests, so he can't legally own a fucking gun. And Jim Gordon's like, hey, listen, I know you can't legally own a gun, but here you go. I'm going to give you one anyways.
Take one that's registered to me.
Give me a gun.
That's so out of character for Gordon there.
It is weird.
Yeah.
But Harvey, what if they had shot you in the face?
Yeah, I was really worried when because they did do a switcheroo when the bomb goes off and you see Harvey in the hospital and his face is all obscured and you're like, no, don't tell me they did that, and they do the old fake out and it's like, okay, I guess that's a change I'll allow. But if they had made this how he got his facial scars like I thought they were gonna do, that would have been terrible.
And I love how
I do like that mustache.
It's a very sexy mustache. It
has how Jim should look.
The Falcones are dangerous people. They're going to come out. It's like, bro, do you know who you're giving the gun to? Like, and they're having doubts about him already. Like, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And I love this. I love that. So I made him an offer, and he goes, well, if you know the line, it's like, Jesus, I love it. The family thing, I love it. Typical shit here with the mob.
Gold, you gotta have the gold tie. You have to have the gold tie. Gold. Yep. Sicilians and the yellows.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Japanese, their love of beer.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Gordon gets home late. Thanksgiving. It's like, poor Gordon. He can't win. Trying to save the city, and then of course Selena comes.
This really lengthens my philtrum.
Yeah. He slaps her for trying to take the food. It's like, did you see the dress she's wearing, bro? It's like,
bro, Selena is like a 10 in this one.
Yeah, she's good. And there's the Solomon Grundy Beardo was talking about. He gets the dinner from Bruce Wayne. Or Batman. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this relationship change they do in the show. It's fun.
Yeah, it's good. Solomon Grundy. Yeah, so this is the guy that tried to blow up the house, of course, with the Chinese people, the gangsters, and then, of course, Holiday comes in and blasts them all. Which, again, the book was different. It was Irish people, but whatever.
But it's the Valentine's Day Massacre, obviously, which is based off of real.
I love this shot, though. I don't know what you guys think. Like, of these shots,
yeah,
I feel like this is one of the best ones. This is one of the best ones in the whole movie.
Very impressive that they did that with a handgun too. Look, it got everyone with one shot.
One shot.
22.
Boom, 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 boom.
22
Yeah.
caliber,
Rango.
She's really good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh God, look at this.
This that
it
killer
looks
looks like way too many guns.
Is that Nanda Parbat? Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah,
There we go.
this scene
This
right
is-
here, I could have done without the walk by and seeing all the cast.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
Man,
cool.
how-
It's cool, but it's
I like
served for. Oh, do you remember this villain?
Right.
Look at this
Yes,
villain.
it's
Look-
a little nod to the
Look at
villains,
Mad
yeah.
Hatter in here.
But it's a
huh?
common thing in the comics that gets them
Yeah.
to
Right.
show the design. I
Sure.
get it.
Calendar Man, whoever the voice actor for this was creepy as fuck.
So the Calendar Man voice actor is the same dude. He's in fucking everything. He was in the
Yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Knight. He was in the
Polka Dot
Dark. Polka Dot Man
Pedro-
from the
Yeah.
Suicide Squad.
Pedro
Yeah.
Pascal.
No. Polka Dot Man from Suicide Squad. He was in
Late
the
Night
Dark
with the
Knight. He
Devil.
was a
Late Night with
schizophrenic.
the
Yeah,
Devil.
Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
David,
yeah.
That's called.
David Dastmalchian.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you say his
And
last name?
this is a totally different look than the book. The
Right.
Oh,
Calendar
big
Man
time.
here.
He looks
He gets a lot
like that guy of Marvel that can change his appearance to anyone.
He gets a lot more time
More-
in the
yeah,
movie than the book.
Yeah, I was thinking the chameleon, but yeah, morph now too. The way they made him look in his non-binary state.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he looks
different
like a
look,
more like androgynous Agent 47.
Well, even with this guy's look, you could throw some scars on him, and you can call him Calendar Man. Victor Zsasz.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they.
I do like the character.
he
I've
gets a
always
lot
felt like
more
his
screen
had
time
untapped
in this
potential.
movie. Right. And they're just asking him questions because he's a serial killer who kills during certain times of the year. So they're trying to get information out of him as to who could
tracks.
possibly be doing this. And
A holiday for every month.
And Calendar Man doesn't really give any information in the book either.
no,
Or-
he doesn't.
Gordon tells Batman, "Look, you need to be a better detective. So there's someone getting killed on holidays. We're gonna go see this guy that calls himself the Calendar Man.
Calendar
That's-
Man.
Step one.
That's a theme in this movie too. Everyone keeps telling Batman he needs to do better.
Do better, yeah.
Yeah, do better.
Well,
I'd like to see you go
I like
out there in
how,
a bat costume.
Do you think he actually would dare to kill on Juneteenth?
Oh,
Now, just real quick, Beardo is a busy boy, so he's got to head out. But
I know.
No, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Thank you for the time. I appreciate it. Real quick, since we do this at the end of the show, give me a rating, whatever rating you want to give for the movie, and then you're good to go, buddy.
Both part 1 and part 2 put together.
Sure, one whole movie.
I'll give it a. I don't know, man. I'm gonna give it an 8-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'll give it an 8-1. I love it.
Yeah.
I love the voice acting. Jensen Ackles kills it. Josh Duhamel is fantastic. Troy Baker as the Joker also. I love Troy Baker. If it's not Mark Hamill, I want Troy Baker for the Joker.
Yeah.
Great fucking movies, man. I wish I could stay because this is like therapy to me, but I do have some.
No.
I do have some
I know you're busy.
responsibilities.
Thanks for joining us, dude. And of course, you're always welcome back. So we'll be in touch, sir.
Take care, brother.
Gooch and I
boys,
will be
you guys
in
have a good one.
contact.
Have a good one,
thanks,
Beardo.
Let's do it.
See you,
Let's
Beardo.
do it. All right. You guys have a good one.
Thanks, guys. No problem, buddy. Yeah, Calendar Man gets a much bigger role in the movie. Much bigger role.
Yeah,
so
way bigger.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
He deduces. I like how they think that he deduces that Harvey Dent's a suspect because that's why he's not here at this little meeting.
Oh yeah, then this is where he
Great.
this is where he figures out the Joker. Obviously got out. Yeah,
a while
The
ago.
Joker. Yeah, and then the security guard I love. He's like, oh, he got to my kid family, and he's gonna kill my kid. So
Batman's like, he tells that to everybody, dude. He's lying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Joker.
Probably gonna kill him anyway.
I love. I will say though, this is pretty funny where he's in Harvey Dent's house just singing his stupid.
doing the Grinch thing.
Yep. Fucking Joker. You gotta love him. But yeah, and Harvey comes in.
Yeah.
Now in the book, she's home. The wife is home actually, and here she's not. So they changed this a little bit. And I don't think he has a gun, right? In the book.
No, in this, but yeah, in the movie they have a big shootout in the blow up the couch and stuff.
Yeah. Relax, lollipop. How do we? Okay, so I know we were saying like earlier with Vex and the Joker, but like, how do we feel about his design overall?
His hair is a miss for me, but everything else is fine. He's got these sideburns and this crybaby haircut, which it's fine. I don't prefer it.
He's not wearing a straight jacket or have dreads, so it's all right. I've seen
he doesn't look good here, but later on, in
he looks better.
Yeah, his design gets better later on. Again, this is a consistency issue. It's just foregoing details in some places and not others. And you would think because this is such it's a staple character to the Batman universe, they try a little bit like they did because Bruce is very consistent.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would put that at the fault of the animation director because his job would be to make sure there's solid cohesion behind the different animators animating different scenes, So that's probably where he dropped the ball, or they just don't care.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is the shootout scene where I'm just like, I don't know if I like this better, but whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. He gets his ass kicked a little bit, of course, which was nice. And then, of course, he's a little bit nuts. But just in general, you could use some cheering up. His lines are just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the dialogue's great.
The big problem I have with his line, this town's only big enough for, one mass murdering, whatever he says. But there's only room for, but he's like, there's a whole gallery of rogues at the asylum that you know about, So clearly there's a whole bunch of crazy assholes running around.
Yeah. You haven't even heard the punchline. This is where he hits him. Yeah. And then, of course, Batman's there.
Oh, I get it.
You like that? I knew you'd like that. This is where he goes to see Maroni to kind of talk to him about what's going on. And I don't know. This is a kind of a deviation from the book. Like I say, it's okay if it fits. I don't, now that I'm going through this, I swear to God, because there was a video I was watching today, and the lady breaking down the differences was like, I think the movie's a tighter story. I think it's better. And I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like the book.
I like both. I like both, to be honest.
Yeah, they fit.
The movie is better with the wrapping up the confusing ending, but as far as some of these other the plot points in the actual story of the book, I think they land a little better because you got more time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so Batman's just doing his thing here. It's trying to this part too, where you have Joker sneaking into Carmine's room. And again, the way they do this is a little bit different, but I do like this. He's just like, hey, Capaisan. He's doing all this. It's so goddamn funny. Yeah, he's just basically telling him, but is this where he's telling him you have to find out?
Right here, you see a different look to the Joker, like Vex is saying. There's multiple looks to the Joker.
Yes.
I know this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I like the Tim Sale artwork, and I like the Joker just because it's just so different that it just kind of fits the story. I mean, I dig it.
I think Catwoman was the only one I had a problem with design-wise in the book because her ears were not here, Other than, but everyone else looked great.
What did Sassy said? She looked like. What did she say? She looked like a Jackson. What are the Jackson? Oh my God. This is funny. I like this scene here. Bona Natal.
I just like the fact that Joker is not remotely intimidated by.
Bona Natal, fat man.
It matters.
Yeah. And this is where his enforcer comes out and sees all the laughing gas shit. This was a scene that was it's pretty good. I don't know, pretty good animation here with everything, the lighting with the shootout, and then he.
I love the part where he's just like, "Oh yeah, I got a gun. He's just like,
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
It's a huge clown gun too. That's like taking out whole like sections of the wall.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. And then he gets away, leaves his card, of course, and then he gets killed by Holiday. It's like, okay, shot. And then Batman comes. He's like, oh, something happened here. Of course, the Joker's bloody cards, and I like the little things that the killer leaves each time.
Oh yeah.
Regarding the holidays and shit, it's pretty funny.
He left a whole cornucopia at the last one, yeah.
The last one, yeah.
Imagine like taking one of those into your crime scene, before you go commit the deed. It's funny.
Yep. And there's Alfred always trying to speak wisdom to Bruce Wayne. It's a nice TV. Imagine having that shit in your fucking house. God.
In the 50s, no less, or whatever.
Well, so that was another thing. Like they were talking about like what year was this supposed to be, and they were talking about.
It's got that timeless vibe, yeah.
It does, yeah. Because you really don't know. They don't ever tell you. But look at the technology.
Present day. We don't see any cell phones or anything, and all the cars are old timey. But you've got these giant LCD projection screens, and
to me, it was kind of like early 70s kind of vibe.
Yeah,
but
possibly. Joker.
I like it when Batman has less gadgets. I don't like it when he's Tony Stark, pretty much. When he's got like all kinds of hickory doos, and I like it better when he's just got his grappling gun and some smoke grenades and his fists, and an occasional transportation device.
Somebody else, so he's trying to put the pieces. The Batmobile looks good. I like the look of the Batmobile. Yeah, yeah. What if I can't save them, Alfred? He's having doubts. Poor Bruce. This is the yacht scene.
Below Decks, season 12, Gotham City.
This scene too is like he's trying to appease to Bruce Wayne here by like saying, "Hey, our families work together." And then poor Alberto. Poor Alberto thinks he's going to get some love from his dad, and of course it doesn't happen. What do you say? Keep your enemies close, and what is something about keep a loaded gun closer?
And a loaded gun closer, yeah.
He's basically poking fun at the Maronis.
Yep, that's what rival families do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at Alberto, and it's funny too because you're right in the book, man. What a different. Oh, there's Selena with her. Hello. Yeah. Of course, she steals somebody's necklace because what else is new? That's Catwoman.
She's klepto, man. She's like little Winona Ryder. She can't help herself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have money to pay for it. I just choose not to for some reason. I don't know why.
Poor Alberto. Yeah, because he's like, you could like obviously when the first time you're ever seeing this or reading, you're like, oh, Alberto's going to get some love, and of course not. It's Bruce Wayne because the families have a history together, which we find out later.
It's funny because you see Carla in this, and then you see Carla in the Penguin series. Two different.
Yep, way different.
Way different.
Carla doesn't even talk in this one, right? Or she barely says anything.
She doesn't really say much.
Just the one line where she's waiting for the elevator, pretty much.
Yeah.
This is where the scene comes up where everybody hates the wife, Harvey Dent's wife, because she's just fucking. She's just like constantly attacking him.
I disliked her from the first scene.
Yeah. And it's like, they're there for the big Christmas event, and it's like she's just going off and off and off about this, and then she even says, "Why couldn't you be more like?" And you don't know who she's referring to yet, and he's like, "Who?" And he knows, right? So he gets. I was half expecting how he starts to hear the voice of Two-Face later on when he's losing it. Mm-hmm. I was expecting there, but the first time I watched this, to be like, "Oh, this
see right there, that's great animation right there.
It's fantastic.
See how the line work is really good. There.
It looks great.
Details is great, and then later on, like this is the part
it loses
where
something.
Mentions the airplane part.
Yes, there's the Joker. This was pretty, if I remember correctly, some minor changes, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Comparing it to the book, I mean, like I said, there's always going to be a little bit of differences, but with the flight scene, I mean, with the Joker and the plane and everything. But
about to go full Harrison Ford on Gotham City.
Let's go. Get off my plane.
I was more just talking about him crashing.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, Gord.
I know how to fly just fine, but the landing part I'll have to figure out.
Yeah. Just a variation on the Last Crusade line. Fly, yes, and no.
And no.
And then poor Selena, so poor Bruce, she's like, "Yeah, listen, we can't do this because of the lives, the secret identity shit. Even though they know who they are and the whole thing, we
see how thick the line is there. Like the line work there is super thick.
How does Bruce know that she's not? You know, how can you just leave her with that valuable information of your secret identity? You know, it's just one of those things where, like, can I trust you to not tell anybody? Pinky promise.
I mean, he's put it in her a few times, so maybe he's. I don't know.
What I got, you gotta get it. Put it in you. That's what he really said.
Things change when you. Yeah, never mind.
It'd be so easy for Selena to be like, "No, you're not breaking up with me. In fact, I'm moving into your large mansion." Like, deal with it.
When did you take my watch? She's so good and clever. And he gives it to her. He just lets her fucking down. Like, oh, god damn it.
I got a whole drawer full of those watches. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, what's he gonna do? Kill her?
Yeah.
Right. That's true. It's just a watch. He's got the money to buy another one.
And someone tell her to get rid of those bangs. Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
I like bangs.
God damn, Gooch. What the fuck?
That's why it's the 70s.
When she's got a big forehead, you know, when she's got one of those big, Natalie Portman foreheads, the bangs help.
Look at her eye. What's wrong with her fucking eyes here? Jesus, they're all.
Yeah, they're not even round. They're egg shaped. Her irises.
She's got a baby on the brain.
I can't. I just don't want it. And she is kind of being a nagging pain in the ass here, isn't she? She's just fucking
annoying.
Like,
dude, I can't take you to a single event or party without you crying once. Like, come on, man.
I can't do this. Did you know they were having these kinds of problems? He's like, and Gordon's just like, oh, what's going on? He's talking to his people. It's like, he's ignoring.
Like, yes, I've been over their house. It's like it's
yeah. Here we go.
Don't play board games with them. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's so true. It's so true.
It's like the Jesse Pinkman when he's like drinking the water at the table with Walter White and stuff.
Every time we play Clue, it's like with the revolver, but without a baby.
And then here's the whole Joker. I love how he doesn't figure out that the safety thing's on. He's reading the
gun. I love that he installed a spray gun. A spray button. That's great.
Why'd they make his teeth so small too? Like they should have made his teeth a little bigger.
Oh,
Batman knocked him out, and they're the new one.
That's
true. Got to get another pair.
True. He grinds his teeth at night. When he's sleeping.
Batman's shooting him. Don't shoot,
dude. The balls on Batman to get on one of these planes in the snow and fly around like this. Like he's a hero, man.
Yeah, Gordon. Yeah, this whole fight sequence was pretty good. And he's trying to he's convinced that he's the killer, and the Joker's like, "Fuck you, I'm not." Do better, Batman. It's not me.
And see, everyone's telling him to do better.
Do better, Batman. Yeah, the Bobby.
That's just Mark. Me and what's his name, Troy Baker, just shamelessly rip off Mark Hamill, and Mark Hamill made him sound like a vaudevillian British fucking. Oh my dear puppet! Like what the fuck, whatever that is, as opposed to the Heath American version.
Yep. And I love it how he's like, "Why would you gas the whole city?" And he's like, "Stupid! Like everybody in Gotham's down at this event. There's a chance that the holidays
50%, 50% is down there.
I get to kill a bunch of innocent people too. It's
it's like when the Bart's like kill a lot of innocent people.
Yep. Oh God, it's so goddamn
Joker.
Funny. Oh, poor Joker. He gets his ass kicked.
That's so Joker.
You're so
Joker.
There goes my resolution. Yeah, Gordon. He's swinging from the clock at the top of the tower. Is pretty funny. It's pretty good. Hello. Why are her boobs like they're lopsided? The fuck?
Don't judge.
Okay. Just take it as it is. I get it. Yeah, this was totally new. This was never in the book. Where he
actually looks like Sophia from like the series we have now.
Yeah.
Except she has green eyes.
She has forced perspective breasts.
I can fix her.
Fuck you,
the Lord of the Rings.
Like, I can fix her.
I do think they took some of his nerdiness and maybe introspective and gave it to her. Like they split the character between Alberto and her.
Yeah, I can see that. he actually opens up to her here about like all this stuff, and she's like kind of like, what the fuck? Why are you talking to me about all this? And yeah, this is where the difference is. Like a lot I think most people that I was reading online did not mind what they did here with his character compared to the book. Because they wanted to finish the story, unlike the, like I said, there's a whole sequel to this Long Halloween book, right? Where Alberto plays a big part, but in here,
yeah,
they wanted him out. I was watching a behind the scenes thing, like, yeah, we wanted to just finish the storyline here, and they felt it made sense to just get him out of the way, which makes sense. But yeah, so Batman thinks he's the killer. God, sorry.
Yeah, I was saying when you have the original ending with like 2 or 3 killers, like it's convoluted and strange. There's a lot of questions, but then again, there's also a lot of questions, because of the animation style and the character designs with this ending as well.
Right. Yeah, and he's just they're trying to figure out that he's the one who did it because the whole father thing. It's just there's a lot here, and
so this is where it gets confusing because it's supposed to be Alberto and Gilda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, working in tangent, and also Harvey Dent apparently did a few of the murders as well.
Later on, she was pushing him. She was psychologically trying to push him.
So they don't talk about like, how
so
they
this
switched
technically should be Gilda, right? At this
right,
point,
and that's what's so bad because it's like this looks,
it looks like
bad.
the ending. She kills the person that she truly loves, which doesn't.
It's a little weird, but even if they're trying to pull this off that it's Gilda, even Sassy's like, well, it looks like a fucking giant man. Like, how do you? Like the look
shoulder pads,
off. Shoulder maybe
aggressive shoulder pads,
the bang
gloves,
the bangs.
The bangs. I think I also I read somewhere like goggles would have been like a huge that could have helped cover up because the eyes. You'll see this person that's clearly like some kind of tanner, like darker skinned man with a large build. It reminds me of like Mask of the Phantasm. Like she was wearing like a full like Scream outfit, like a cloak hides your form, So there's like literally a scene where she takes the whole outfit off and she looks great. You realize like, oh, it's her. But like with this, it's like it's so less believable.
There's a scene
one of my
where
big gripes.
She looks back at him here, like one of these scenes, and you could see it. Look, I mean, I don't know. It looks like a fucking man. I don't know. I get it. They're trying to be mysterious, but it just looked off. Selena's like, oh, so we're gonna bang now or what? You could fix her, Gooch. Gooch, you can fix her.
Dude, the hips and the shoulders never lie. You can always tell from a silhouette.
Because like to be on the boat, they have the list of people that were on the boat. So either that was Harvey Dent, which again would make no sense. Why would he kill Alberto?
It's
weird. Unless he knows the history between him and his wife Gilda, and that's why he shot.
Yeah, in the book they say it's like basically 2 or 3 of them working in tangent with each other. But I think in the movie, like it's good that they try to cover up these plot holes by just saying it was just one person, Gilda. But the big plot hole from that is like, why do these 2 characters clearly look like 2 different people? The killer, Holiday, and Gilda. Like that's such a disconnect. That usually when you rewatch like a mystery, all the pieces should fit. But like rewatching this, it's like, man, that's like one of the big gripes. Is like, why does this character design for the Holiday killer? In no way does that seem like that's a woman.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true. Yeah. This is where they all meet up and just talking about what's going on and why nothing's working, how they can't fucking fix anything. There's a priest getting off, so how many children were in that boat?
Well, that's the other thing too. Is
that's
like they also talk about the list of the guests that came onto the boat. So, like, if Gilda was there, then why didn't they interview her, and why was she on the boat in the first place?
It's a little weird.
It is like.
Yeah, and also what was even weirder is this is where the first movie ends, like right here, which is like so sudden and abrupt. And kind of, I was glad I got to watch both of these at once, even though I did watch the 2 movies back to back. But if I had to wait however long it was for the second one, I mean, I don't know, this ending is jarring. And then, of course, I did not catch this. This was the stinger of the first
The
movie.
little thing with Poison Ivy.
Yeah, because literally the second movie starts and like we're like well into like Bruce Wayne being like held captive by Poison Ivy, and I'm like, did I miss something? I did. So I'm glad I did. Yeah, catch that.
Here's
the idea of Poison Ivy being voiced by Katie Sackhoff, though.
Oh yeah,
yeah, she was good.
That's it. Yeah, she does a good job.
More boobs. See, more boobs.
Also in the book, you know, she was like being like if I remember, she was like being a disguise. I think they had to kind of. They're starting to get like, you know, like putting nods that the supervillains are going to be in here early in the first movie, which is like kind of defeats the purpose of like that transition into the, you know, spooky fairy tale world of Batman villains, you know, you know, just knowing that they're all just running around anyway. But yeah, I do love the Poison Ivy hallucination scenes, like how she takes hold of you and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, in the book, she pricks him with while he's with Selena with a rose, right? Whoa. I mean, poor choice of words, maybe, but yeah, he gets pricked.
Words.
Poor choice of words. Oh God, poor Bruce, man. Look at him. Look how happy he looks. Well, no, he really doesn't look happy. Yeah, so this is where he's signing over like all his assets in the company and shit because this is all over the hospital thing, right? Where the Carmine Falcone wanted him to like. So basically, Carmine wanted to launder stuff through his businesses, and he wouldn't do it.
Well, through Thomas, because that's why
right.
they built the hospitals. They wanted he wanted to work with Thomas and launder money through there.
Right.
So
right. You got
Niet.
Oh, Niet. You beautiful man. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate again.
He is awesome.
Down under.
Thank you.
Get better. Get better there, buddy. I hope you get.
Thank you, buddy. I'm sorry you're sick. It sucks.
Well,
I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this one because Gore King cut this one. This is all good.
Not so tough now, are ya? That's it? That's all you got? Yeah. What the? How long you been standing there? Anyways, Batface here. Come on in. Today you get training. Some may call us superheroes. Me, I call us special heroes. Using two weapons is pretty sweet, but it means you've got no shield, which blows. And for most warriors, that's certain death, which also blows.
What the hell is wrong?
Fortunately, those big, powerful, sweet cheeks of yours can block anything and can be a juicy advantage. If you ever find yourself in trouble, just remember the jingle. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Please. Here, I'll write it out so you won't forget it.
I know now why humans cry.
What the hell did I just watch?
That's beautiful. Oh, that's amazing.
I was dying
stream. Gooch, after the stream, I will introduce you to a creator called Manslayer. You'll love it.
Maybe don't.
I tell you guys
I'm banned.
That was the
Gamer.
greatest.
I tell you guys that I'm drunk and I ate some mushroom chocolates before this, so thanks for that.
Yeah.
That was absolutely amazing.
Oh, that was for you, Nia.
Manslayer.
See the viewer count dropping.
Yeah, of course. Now it is. The Gooch can only do so much for the show. I'm sorry. Valentine. Anyway, Valentine's Day killings. They go through they go through these sequences pretty quick here. Once the second part of the movie comes in. Because they go Valentine's, St. Patrick's pretty quick, and Bruce is still under the spell. So they
he's
go
on the
fast.
weed.
He's smoking that weed.
Mm-hmm.
Poison Ivy's just got him. And Alfred too now. Now Alfred. Oh, there you go. Isn't she a lesbian now? Isn't this the whole thing with her and
now she's an ugly lesbian too. It's even better.
That's great.
Or no, she's a child lesbian. That's what it was, right? Yeah.
Oh,
one of the
in In the game, yeah.
Some game, yeah. She's like a little kid.
Yeah. Suicide Squad,
weird.
whatever the fuck, killed the Suicide.
In the book, she's an overweight lesbian.
Okay,
nice. That's even.
I remember.
Thanks.
How does a plant get overweight? Jeez.
Gooch is. What?
You overfeed it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
too much. Yeah. Gooch, you can't say
it's almost like a pumpkin.
Yeah, dude. There's huge advancements in agriculture right now. So you get this gigantic produce.
Yeah, so Catwoman saves the day, which in this instance, it's okay. She comes in and kicks the shit out of Poison Ivy, of course, scratches the shit out of Bruce Wayne, but she's got to get those vines off him, man. Get that weed out of him. Yeah. Then
that little pinch fingers was a little too close to the crotch.
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, he kind of needed it though. He was being an asshole. Poor Alfred. Well, it's better than Scott Snyder's Batman, where he gets.
I want to know what's going on in Alfred's head. What's happening in Alfred's head? What are his Poison Ivy fantasies?
Titan. He's probably saying Titan. You Titan.
Titan up. Oh shit. Yeah.
I was thinking he would be like, I know now why humans cry.
Maybe he's just like imagining himself on that like beautiful hill in the sunny day with, Poison Ivy and Bruce Wayne, but he's just serving them drinks and stuff. Maybe that's just his fantasy, like being a waiter in Bruce's fantasy.
Yeah, I'm gonna save you now, Master Wayne. This is where again she's being a fucking pain in the ass. I'm just gonna go home. God damn,
that's
she's
like
so
her whole
mopey.
character.
Oh god, it's so fucking annoying. I know the ending tries to justify why she is the way she is, but like for the last 2 minutes of the movie, it doesn't make me feel bad for her. It makes me want to put her in the fire. It's like just oh god.
Yeah, especially on the rewatch.
Oh yeah. So this is where they find the guy who made the guns. Yeah. And of course, like the whole time, like Harvey did's like, you should have just listened to me this whole time. We would have gotten to these people Mother's Day killing. This is the guy who supplies Holiday's weapons. Or made the guns for him. Yeah.
He gives him his
going back to Arkham Asylum again. So I know in the book they actually show you or like while Batman's in the asylum the breakout. Here they're just assuming that you know what's going on because the sirens are going off, and then Scarecrow comes in with the fear.
I really love this design for Scarecrow. It's the kind of design that makes me wish this was always what he looked like, and that he'd never have his mask off.
Right.
I just think it looks really cool.
How do we think this scene looked in the animation? Because I think it looked pretty damn. They did a good job with this scene. With the
highlight of the movie for sure.
Yeah, look at that. God, it's so fucking creepy.
And also the scene after this is also really cool because you think they're doing another. Like, are we showing the origin story again? But no, it's actually a different couple in the present. Then Batman shows up in the alley. Was it Murder Alley? Is that what it's called? It's such a crime.
Mother.
What are you doing walking down Murder Alley? Crime Alley. There you go.
What were the city officials thinking when they named Murder Alley? My God.
Why?
Obviously not called that when they walked down it the first time, but since renamed.
And I kind of liked it. I like that they have a flashback of his nightmare is just his parents dying, but they don't go too much into this whole backstory because you already know the whole story already with Batman and his family. And I like that they give you just a little bit with Joe Chill coming back and the gun being fired, and then Selena kind of helping him, and she's like calling out to her like, "Oh, mother, is that you?" and all that. But this was done well. Especially, I like this shot. It's a good shot.
I'll allow this, like, visions of, terror from Scarecrow, but like, I'll be happy if I die many years from now, never seeing another attempt at Bruce Wayne's origin story. Like,
Spider-Man
or Spider-Man. Yeah.
No.
Yes, I don't want to see Uncle Ben get shot again either.
Krypton. You want to see that get blown up one more time?
No. I mean, if you do Krypton, do it in 30 seconds. Like, well, there's that one
die on 9/11.
38 seconds is all I'm doing. The origin story.
Well, the whole that's why with the fucking BVS, it was so like we already know this all fucking happened. Right, the whole beginning of the movie is the slow. Of course, Snyder's slow-mo bullshit of the parents.
Dude, Man of Steel spending like half an hour on Krypton for no reason. Like, okay,
yeah, and it was great. That was like the best fucking part of the movie too.
Hey, where would we be without Zack Snyder's penis ships? Where would we be without the penis ships?
Yeah, where would we be without the penis ships? I will find him.
Their docking bay looked like a P. Diddy party.
Oh God. You sick bastard.
The response to that was so delayed, Gord. That was a 10 out of 10 joke. Oh my goodness.
That was good.
I was
really
muted
good.
and laughed.
Everybody's like, should we laugh? Like, I mean, is it okay to laugh? Gilda. Oh, is this the part where the basement door was open and the light was on? He's like, you left the door open again. And she's like, I didn't go down. Isn't this it? Or does it come later? I don't remember. It's here, right?
It's later. No, she's on the couch.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She's trying to be better though to him. Like she's trying, she's very cold to him. Be better. Be better. Oh yeah, there's your girl. There's your girl, Gooch. Sophia.
It's a tie.
You think Leon would be really into her, right?
That's all.
Yeah. There you go.
What a too feminine for Leon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's So again, a different introduction in the book, but yeah, she's a big girl, man. Wow. And then
yeah,
very intimidating.
Wood, gentlemen. What do you say? Wood,
Gooch would. Gooch would.
I would absolutely
difficult, but not impossible.
Yeah.
Right. Built like a freaking linebacker. My gosh.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. She could tackle you and
yeah, why not?
Break you and put you over her shoulder at the same time. So what's the problem?
Just as handsome as your father.
And the father basically is like, I don't fucking really need you.
Shave a mustache, throw a wig on, and spitting image.
Yeah, spitting image.
Who do you work for?
Who do you? Look at me, father. I look just like you, and I have a mole.
Mole.
Yeah. I like him. He's like, just go buy something.
Go buy some dress or whatever the hell you do these days.
That's a good point.
Woman.
That's a funny one, Waylon. Yeah. Is there a cannoli dangling from that?
Crotch check.
I don't know. Gooch
definitely some roast beef down there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She should have
Let me
bought
go
some
visit
blood
Bruce. I like this here where Bruce Wayne was like,
no, I would say more like a Tremors worm, not a roast beef.
Graboid?
Yeah.
Gonna be sorry when we don't give it a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alfred makes a great Mai Tai. It's 8:30 in the morning.
just be quiet. Just be quiet.
Just let it happen. Let it happen. It's
No
okay.
judgment here, Bruce.
Just shut down and go blank. It'll be over soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was drugged and manipulated. That's why I gave. Oh, was your father drugged and manipulated? When he look at his face.
I see
he's
you've
so
met
fucking
Talia
angry.
before.
He was like, I was drugged and manipulated. It's like, so the tables were turned finally. That's usually
Yep. My parents had a See, he's basically just trying to put the family connection together. Yeah. We did bad things. Here we go.
They
There's
were
the
all
flashback.
bad.
The flashback of Carmine,
which I
Falcone
like
being
because again, this is like the direct story that Carmine tells Oz in the Batman, which maybe changed a little bit in timeline, but I like that event happening.
Like it was named Luigi.
This is where he gets the two-sided coin.
Yep, and this is where he gives it to Bruce, and Bruce gives it to Harvey Dent later on. Yeah,
Which is
a coin that was cursed.
The irony, because
what
Dent's
happens
going after Falcone, and Falcone gave him the actual indirectly.
Yep. Poor young Bruce is just, and I like how Carmine, he finds the coin. And he has this conversation, and he's like, "Yeah, you're pretty you're a smart kid." It's like, well, bitch, you know who I am? I'm fucking Bruce Wayne.
I'm the goddamn Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they made Bruce look like Johnny Quest here. Like he just kind of has that.
He does look like Johnny Quest. Holy shit! You're right. It is a weird look. Yeah, Johnny Quest. What the fuck? Two heads are better than one. Isn't that something that the Batman says earlier in the movie? Like three are better than one or something. On the
I like the way they have Bruce here, though. Where it's something that happens. I think it's the Kid Time episode of the animated series where the Justice League, and he's something like, it was nice being a kid again. And Batman goes, I've been a kid since I was 8 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nice
I
that
remember
like he has that, like he's super an adult there, but he's not Batman yet, which is what they tried to do in Cape Crusader, where like in his mind he becomes Batman as a kid.
Yep.
It's retarded.
Vengeance. Yeah. Alfred fucking slams it. He's like, dude, like, what the fuck did you ever do to solve the Thomas and Martha Wayne murders, bitch?
Super
He's
polite
like,
too, which makes it worse.
Very, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I like this line here. When this,
Yeah.
when be a time when the sins of the father don't go to the son. It's like, oh Jesus! They just
Don't
turn around and
fall
walk
on
away.
the redemption of the
Son.
sons, basically. Yeah.
Mhm. I love Alfred. Pay more alibis off. Just pay more people off to lie. It's like, holy shit.
Which
Yeah.
they got to be careful with that, like, because eventually
Yeah.
there would be. Oh yeah, it's a known
Yeah.
secret that Bruce Wayne is constantly fucking. Everyone would think he's a diddy or a diddler. That like, what is he constantly paying people off? What's his?
What is he doing?
What's his baby oil situation going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
You
is
think
where we
you'd have
find out-
one really faithful alibi person as opposed to just like a whole team of
Yeah,
them. you know?
which is sort of what we see in the Penguin, where he's got someone
Yeah.
he goes to. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. This is where we find out Sophia, the Maroni, and Falcone. They're smashing guts.
Which
It's very.
that made no sense either because
It's in the book too, though.
Gooch is jealous.
yeah, yeah.
You just didn't
it's
like it.
just-
You don't like you. You
basically,
just don't like
yeah,
that
being
story,
called out.
though?
Yeah, no, I'm just getting called out. I'm just jealous.
He focuses on the booba.
God
he
damn
makes
it,
work.
Gooch!
Yeah.
Oh look,
Cannoli.
cannolis. Hey, it's cannolo for one.
Leave the
Yo.
gun.
Cannoli
Take the
for a
cannolis.
buck.
I've
I
never,
love this.
I can't eat cannolis anymore ever since I've seen Van Wilder. So I just like,
Oh, I thought you meant since you've known cannoli squash, and now it's weird for you.
I can't eat my friend.
Dude,
I can't.
cannolis
eat
are
that.
great, but I prefer a tiramisu any day, man. Oh,
Oh,
best
Yeah, I
dessert
mean,
ever.
It's true.
I mean,
I'll
Sasquatch,
share-
forgive me, but I'll eat the shit out of a cannoli.
That's okay.
yeah.
I'll share my. I'll share my cannoli.
Thank
Cannolis
had
with
a
chocolate
Jira.
pistachios.
I'll share my cannoli with anybody, especially
Thank
Gooch. I
you.
mean, come on.
You're a
Wait till
better
wait
person
till
for it.
Vegas. I'm gonna
Yeah.
force feed my cannoli.
Oh, Gooches and
No.
cannolis everywhere.
what?
He's like, wait, what?
What?
What? You just wait, pal. You just wait.
Oh no,
Tipples.
Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
you got that right.
Except herpes, that comes back.
Yeah.
Poor Louis. Yeah, Louis was it Maroni's the boss gets shot in the neck. That was pretty fucking gruesome too.
Are you telling me I'm gonna wake up and there's gonna be cannoli all over my bed?
It's gonna be something.
Like just like the Godfather. Instead of the horse's head, it's gonna be
Big
cannoli.
cannoli inside, cream
a
everywhere.
giant cannoli.
No.
Gooch. I've been waking up. Oh, Gooch.
It puts the lotion on the skin. Yeah, Sophia
There she is.
Stillwood.
Yep.
She strips down. That's what she looks like.
She just needs to find love.
If you just look at
Oh.
one specific spot,
That is true.
arms like a linebacker. Death by Snoo Snoo.
Yeah.
She's a big woman. Look at him. He's like, I gotta sleep with that every night, Pop.
And thighs are like what's her name from James Bond Goldeneye?
Xena
Oh,
on the
the-
top.
Oh, Famke.
Yeah.
The thick legs, yeah.
Femke Jensen.
Yeah, Famke.
I love
Like
her.
how Carmine Falcone goes to see his son's grave and pays off somebody to kill somebody. It's like, yeah, that's a
for one.
mob boss. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Selena's following him, of course. Is this where Harvey?
Well, it's
Yeah,
her-
this is the Harvey's office. Yeah,
That's her dad. That's her daddy.
which they don't.
Yeah, by
Which
the
they,
way,
in the book they don't mention. They insinuate, but they don't actually tell you.
Mhm.
So I guess in this new version, the last Halloween, they kind of finalize that when it's over.
well, and in the show, that also means that Catwoman and Sophia are half
Yes.
sisters, same father.
Yeah, well, in the movie, the Batman movie,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
that's what I mean.
that she-
But that
yeah,
translates to
yeah,
the show,
yeah.
so it's all the same. So yeah,
That's true. That's true. That's true. Luigi Maroni. Well, okay, so Maroni wants to do a deal here, which we find out later backfires big time because it wasn't really meant to do a deal. It was there to fuck up Harvey Dent. But yeah, he goes like, all right, I'll give you everything you need on Carmine Falcone. And I like how Harvey Dent just put a fucking paper, like a envelope opener, just ready to stab this fucking guy. Which, not a bad idea. There's the coin flip. Yeah. And then there
Setting
she is
up that
again.
He's already compromised.
Too
that
bad
he's
the hitman
morally
missed.
flexible.
Right.
And this Batgirl.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And she looks anime style.
Bruce is going to totally fuck her if it's Bruce Timm in charge.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Got to point it out because he keeps doing it. He keeps doing it. And this is why it's creepy every time he does it, because it means that Batman knew her when she was like a little kid. Like, bro, stop doing it in every chance you get.
God, it's so fucking
Crusader.
stupid.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's so stupid. Mrs.
Bruce,
Don't talk
man.
to her. Don't talk to her.
One thing I do like about earlier in the beginning of the first movie was when she's playing dress up as a police officer. That was some good clever little nods.
Yeah.
And then Batman Beyond, when she ends up becoming like police commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Trying to stop Batman the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm going to arrest your boy. Which makes sense, I guess. Yeah,
I can't believe we haven't gotten a Batman Beyond movie yet. That's bizarre.
I know.
It's not going to happen. They should have put Keaton as fucking Batman. And
They should have, and we think we've lost our window. And Eastwood could have
It's too
done
late.
it. And he's gonna. It's too late now, right? Henry Cavill, maybe another 40 years. Get old.
Dude, they should get Eastwood to do it at like 100 years old. Like I'm Batman.
Get out of my cave.
Yeah.
Fucking Eastwood. They have $1 billion idea. Instead of making the stupid Flash movie, they could have did Keaton as an old Batman.
Can you imagine- I was gonna say, can you imagine like Eastwood Batman walking around with all these Vietnamese slurs coming out of his mouth?
You slanty-eyed. Never mind.
You're going down, Zipperhead.
Pattinson would have been a good.
Yeah.
Batman
Unfortunately,
Beyond.
that Timothy
Terry
Chalamet, if he
McGillis.
put on like 40 pounds of muscle, would be a good Terry, because Terry's supposed to be like high school, college.
I mean,
That's true.
honestly,
That's
in a
true.
few years, we could just have Ben Affleck be old Batman. I mean,
Yeah.
just give it a few more months.
Honestly,
few more
no
years.
bullshit. I wouldn't be shocked if in a decade we got a Kingdom Come movie with at least Henry as a Superman.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Unless Gunn steals that shit for his own,
I could see them doing like in another 10 years when Affleck's older, and like they
I
could
could
do
see
the
that.
Dark Knight Returns,
An
the
actual
live
Dark
action.
Knight Returns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, could you imagine? Oh God, please. That would be fucking amazing. Well, yeah. If it's in the right hands, it would be
If it's in
amazing.
the right hands, right?
Yeah.
My imagination. That's where it's usually the
But
best.
a decade in the future, I imagine we've won our culture war. We're complaining now about like, I should have had the blue and gray outfit instead of the black and gray outfit.
Right.
Listen,
Right.
Can we get through the election first? That's a big problem.
Yes, that's when we talk about Vegas. It's like if we get through the possible civil war of the election, then we'll be all right. Talk about
What's
whatever
up,
you want.
Zax is in Vegas right now as we speak.
He's cheating on me with other burgers.
He's dying from the south, the heat wave in the southwest.
Cheating on me with other burgers. How dare you, Zach?
Go to In-N-Out, animal style.
You know what? You could do it back.
I agree.
Honestly,
you could do
have
it back
a
to
great
him in
time out there,
April.
buddy.
Yeah, you deserve it, dude. Tom Selleck as Jim Gordon. It would be a winner.
I like Tom Selleck, but
Yeah,
he's getting older
that's,
too.
Oh,
He's good. Isn't he a
tell me
police
about
chief
it,
already
Zach.
in something?
Yeah,
Blue Bloods. It's ending.
Blue
Though.
Bloods,
The show's
yeah.
ending.
Yeah.
It's over. I think, or it's ending.
But I mean, yeah, he
Badger
could play. I like J.K. Simmons. He never really got the chance to be an actual fucking Jim Gordon.
It's just in shit movies. Yeah.
No, see, what's it? Badger was saying backstage that the guy who does the voice of Gordon on this one is the mustache dad from Twilight, Billy Burke.
Yeah, Billy Burke.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, he'd be a good Gordon. I mean, in live action. I also like the idea of Ackles. I like the idea of like the same people doing the voices
Doing
in the
the-
cartoon,
Josh Duhamel
probably
as
doing it
Two-Face
in
would
live
be good.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
I like that. Two-Face finally hears the voice. Get up. He does a good job with the back and forth. That's
The
pretty
voice for Jervis is awful. I hate.
Yeah,
that.
I didn't love it. I didn't love it.
No.
Yeah. Bringing the
I like
bat.
Scarecrow. It's a good Scarecrow version.
Scarecrow's good. Scarecrow's good.
Design's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Batman kicks ass. Yeah, he saves himself, of course, here. Takes his mask off and he's like, oh shit. Yeah. Harvey got his ass kicked a little. That's funny how the hitman gets punched 75 times, but he still is able to fight him off. It's all right. It's a movie. Yeah, so the holiday killer kills the hitman that's trying to kill them, and of course tries to frame Harvey. But he thinks he did it actually, because he wakes up next to the dead body. Whoa, that's a big one. That's a lot. Gooch, wood.
Steel wood.
Yeah,
Gooch,
why not?
Powerful daddy.
Why not? Oh, here we go. Here's the scene I was talking about. Maybe a divorce isn't such a bad idea. That you can go back to him. You're like, ooh, who's she insinuating here? Who's he insinuating here? And then, yeah, he left the basement door, but I wasn't in the basement. Well, would Batman leave the basement door open though? If that was
unless
Batman?
he intentionally wanted to, or he was trying not to make noise, but then it might slam shut. So yeah, he probably would have shut it.
Yeah. Then he finds the gun, and then there's an Oxford banner in the background. So you're like, oh, did Harvey go to Did he go to Oxford? Did he? You know, it's funny too. For like, I can't. He becomes Two-Face in the book way earlier than this, doesn't he?
I think
mentally,
so.
Maybe mentally,
what happened?
right?
Yeah, I think it's because like they kind of rush like at the beginning of the second movie, they kind of rush through like the first like 3, 4, 5 months of the year, whereas in the books it was like each month had its own issue.
Right. Yeah. So this basically is just getting Maroni to kind of give up Carmine, and this is where Batman tells Gordon, "This is what I found. I think your boy Harvey Dent might be a bad guy." And of course, Maroni's just playing it off, like fucking with him. But he has the acid in his pocket, which in the book they tell you how he gets it, where he gets it from, and how he's holding it. And
I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, you put it in a plastic bottle, it ain't gonna set off any alarms or anything. It's a terrifying idea.
And I just love how
would it melt through the plastic, and then you find out it's treated, whatever. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. That was specifically, they get like organic only acids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super fucked up. They depict it.
There we go. Oh, that's a good shot. Look at that. That's a good shot right there. Right.
You got a good one.
In the face.
38 seconds.
Yeah. Ouch. You hear me? That stuff eats through concrete.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, God.
That's like horrifying to hear as your face is like burning off, Yep.
Get away from me, you bitch. Oh, sorry. He doesn't say that yet. Yeah. Yeah, this is where he just turns. And he's like, you don't understand. Harvey Dent is dead. It's like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
See, okay, there's a cell phone. Looks like an iPhone. So it can't be the 70s because that's a
no, it's what they do in the animated where it's like it looks retro, but they have smartphones and
yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a cell phone then, confirmed.
He'll be fine in a few days as his face
police
is
force, very modern.
By the way, lock your fucking windows, hospital. This is like the second time he got away. Lock your fucking windows.
They don't have chicken wire yet?
Yeah, don't let the windows don't make them openable. That's probably a better idea.
That would be a better idea. Yeah. This is where Carmine Falcone's people come out, and he's like, "Oh yeah, basically, I'm gonna kill you." And you're a piece of shit, Carmine. Yeah, this is good though. And I like how
hold it to the other side of his face.
That was hush. That was like a hush moment too.
Yeah.
Yes. And I like this. He's like, "Oh, he wants to talk to you." It's like, dude, just shoot the fucking guy. What are you doing, man? But whatever. He gets away. Crawls into a sewer. Then he meets Grundy. Oh, there's your girlfriend.
On a Monday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this show's on a Monday.
Oh,
God.
Whoa.
Wow.
Show on a Monday. Canceled on a Tuesday.
On Tuesday. Diabolical Wednesday. Doing it.
Terminator Thursday.
No more. Thankfully.
No. Thank God. Yeah. Happy birthday, Papa.
Booba.
Booba. Yeah. It's just more speeches and more bullshit. And then we're getting to the climax, as they say.
So am I if you keep showing her. Ooh,
no, look at that backside. Gooch is getting like, look at that back.
Oh, her back muscle's so strong.
So big and strong.
I crush soda cans in my arms.
She can.
Yeah. It's man.
Oh,
I've never been with a woman with huge lats. That's crazy.
Jesus.
She brings out the best in Gooch. Put it down.
Yeah, she brings something in Gooch.
Yeah,
that's where
rips
they
the
open
gooch.
Carla Falco.
Gooch,
she's
you are
dead
getting
in the-
close.
I've always wanted to be with a woman that could bench press me.
Yeah, twice, 5 times, 10 times.
She's definitely Leon's type. We know that.
Totally.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
100%. Maybe too feminine for him. Still.
Rough her up a little.
I like how Batman's questioning her about all this shit, and she's like, "What is it?
You know
Why?
that
What do you
secondhand
mean?"
smoke is responsible.
How'd you know that can't?
Yeah.
Your lungs are not going to survive.
Well, I'm surprised they showed smoking in this, to be honest.
It's
I'm
true.
glad. Yeah, the murder was fine. It was those goddamn smokings. I can't believe
Fucking
they let it-
cigarettes will kill you. Never mind shooting people in the eye.
Yeah, it is true. Like with Constantine, they never let him smoke. He should be smoking like a chimney.
Now, yeah, him and Grundy did have a bigger relationship in the book.
Yeah,
There's a
he's
lot
just shooting
more.
everyone, but that smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking is out of control. Yeah.
Why did you smoke that cigarette?
Oh god.
At least
I
he
like
wasn't
how he-
vaping.
Yeah.
Kids watch this. What are you doing?
Vaping would have been a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
I like how Two-Face repeats his whole every day of the week thing back to him, and he's like, "Look,
Listen,
you're
there's
big
a smoker up
motherfucker,
there we
Grundy."
got to get rid of.
Yeah.
Those cancer sticks will kill you.
I like that he just came to have a one-on-one just to
just to
hash some
talk
things out. Yeah.
While he's eating rats, by the way,
Yeah.
for dinner. He's just killing rats and eating them for dinner.
It's a rat
There's our
burger.
fucking guy. There we go. Androgynous
I'm gonna
fucking
get to that
killer.
right now.
Yeah.
You think Solomon Grundy does like the same poem, but with like the Jewish days of the week and stuff like that?
Probably. I would think so.
I just want to hear that poem.
It seems like everybody who comes after Dent winds up dead. His fucking voice, man. Ugh, creeps me out. Here, let me walk out of here and I'll stop the killing.
Yeah.
Batman's like,
This really isn't
I-
a good. This really isn't a good asylum because they're allowing him to have material that feeds into his pathos. That's not
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
That's
that's like
call himself
anytime they
calendar
show
man. We
them-
give him free calendars. He just rips it up all over the wall. It's fine.
Half the
We give
time they
Joker
elect
his-
them and they're all in their costumes, full costumes.
Yeah.
Do you let them do that?
Yeah.
No.
We still.
It's
I think
we
these
still-
days Calendar Man would probably kill people on just regular days of the week because like every day is a holiday anymore.
It's Wednesday. You're going to die.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Other
Some
than the
people
Long
have-
Halloween, what book has he been in? I don't even know
Calendar
any
Man?
other books.
Doesn't
been
he
in.
have his
Yeah.
own? He has his own. As I've been searching through the Batman, but it's like
I
it's
do-
not something I would read.
I do love what they did with him in Arkham City, where on
Yeah.
actual holidays you could go visit him and he would have like new things to say.
Yeah,
It's an achievement
yeah.
that people used
Yeah.
to cheat to get it, but if you visit him on every once a month, there's one of those. You get the achievement for. It takes a full year to get it.
A full
if
year.
you don't
Yep.
cheese it. Yeah.
What do we think of Two-Face's style, like with the way he looks in the animation here?
I like the eye, I like the mouth, but like the actual division of the face, like it needs to be scarred.
Off.
It's just like one straight line. It has to like be jagged.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
do you?
No, fuck you, bitch. Oh, Whitey, you beautiful bastard. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're feeling better, dude.
Oh, wow.
Well, I hope you're.
Wow.
Ooh, well, Jesus.
Things you hear in
You ever
prison.
You ever have a hillbilly? Never mind. Whitey, we miss you and love you. I love Gooch's mouth too. Wait till we get. Just wait till Vegas. Gooch is going to be a sore boy.
What? What is wait?
Gay. I'm
I-
not paying attention.
It's not. It's. I'm not being gay. I'm not. I didn't say anything sexual.
Gooch,
got
our
really
compound
baggy
will have
in here
security.
real fucking quick. All right.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm wearing a
listen,
hazmat suit.
He
When
got
the
baggy
Gooch is
backstage
around-
before the show started when dudes
Yeah, I was
started
gonna
showing up with Batman dolls. You know, been that
Let's
way.
see, he's cocking his gun.
You came and ruined the fagginess with your feminine energy.
We are gay.
Love how you do.
What feminine energy?
Why
Hold
are
on.
you
Hold on.
That is true, Postman.
Get your ketchup
That
bottle.
is true.
Do a Kirsche.
I'm deeply closeted. Very deep. Very deep.
Hurry up! I gotta do my shake weights after this.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, look, Holiday killed people while Harvey Dent was there, so he can't be the killer.
Yeah, this is kind of like what this makes sense when he because I mean, you to the layman you'd be thinking like, is it Two-Face? But then you see this other killer. You realize like, oh yeah, it kind of makes sense who it is, why he kind of takes the fall for it and takes the rap and like is getting all attention. It's like OJ, like trying to get all attention off of him on his son who actually did it.
I like this line he says here is like, would they have to work with the devil himself? It's like, oh, that's a fucking good line. Some good dialogue there. Because in a city like Gotham, to do any good, would you have to go do some shady shit to get to? It's like, probably.
I mean, you think about it, it's like if you actually want to get certain things accomplished, how do you do that in a city that's controlled by crime?
Yeah.
I mean,
everybody's corrupt.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the gayness down, but the way Alfred's holding me like that, I mean, my gosh.
Oh yeah. Where is his fingers? Where is his other hand?
Hey,
that's what I want.
I think he's got his thumb up that Gord's ass.
But you're smiling, Gord. Yeah, you're smiling. So like, why do you have your fingers doing that? Why are
Alfred isn't a selfish
butler.
Oh God, you sick bastard, Alfred. Go wash your hands after you put that pumpkin down. Oh God. Okay. So what the fuck are we doing?
Why does Bruce have eyeliner? It looks like.
I know. That's what I mean. The line weight.
Yeah, the lining is weird.
It looks like that dude is lost.
He didn't wipe off all the shit from his.
Yeah.
He doesn't sleep much.
He took a quick shower. He was lazy. He didn't get it all out.
What the fuck is this? What is this bitch's name in the movie again? Gilda? What the fuck is her
Gilda?
Name? What is her name?
Gilda.
Oh God, not that I care.
She bangs.
Gilda.
She bangs.
She bangs. She bangs. She's under police protection now, and she doesn't like it. Oh God, there's this fucking guy again.
Which I don't know why they have to add him so much into this movie because he was like
it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's not. It's very little.
Wait, where did he?
And they make him very.
He's talking about like holidays, and then he closes. What is he doing here? Like, is he?
I think the issue is like I don't necessarily mind the idea of them adding him, but he doesn't really help the plot.
No. In the book, it's very limited.
Anything to clue them in. I mean, there's really not a lot that he adds, and he could. It's just they don't really utilize him well.
Mm-hmm. He's looking at Gooch right there. Hi, Gooch.
Well, in the book, they pretty much just say like they think it's him originally, but he's already locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
Like it's someone trying to frame him.
Like to me, it's like if you use him like in kind of the Hannibal Lecter way, where he's helping you profile the person, that would be intriguing. But they really don't do that.
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He kind of said Batman on a Wild Goose Case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, they're just trying to. Oh yeah, he even asked Jim here, right? This Jim goes. He asked Jim Gordon, like, did he go to Oxford? He goes, no, he went to Gotham University. And Batman's like, oh, I know who the killer is now. I know who you are. Oh,
I know who the killer was. It was Irwin.
Irwin.
It was Irwin with the wrench in the kitchen.
Irwin, you beautiful man. Oh God, I'm running out of fucking clips here.
Pivot.
Here, let's do this one because I haven't done this all night in Italian representation.
Forget about it. 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 Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. I said, oh,
forget
Grumpy.
about it.
Thanks, Grumpy. You're such a beautiful man. Thank you. Both of you. Thank you, Nerd Wars. Thank you, Grumpy. Now I got to do another fucking clip. God damn you. I love it. Actually, it's not a bad
set
problem.
the standard.
I know. God, I'm trying to get a funny one. I don't. Oh, here, we'll do this one for Vex.
Good morning, ma'am. Up yours.
Oh, you pleased it. Okay.
There you go, Vex.
I like
Thank
that
you
one.
Guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys a lot.
Good one.
Seriously, you guys are awesome.
The sheriff is near.
Yeah, the sheriff. This fucking movie's so goddamn good. Yeah, Carmine Falcone here. So Batman goes to see Carmine Falcone, and he's like, you know what my people called this last year? Oh, let me guess. Anybody? Any takers?
The long Halloween. Did he say it? He says the thing.
He
says the thing.
He says the name of the movie.
He said it.
The short flag day.
He blames Batman for like everything happening, then he tries to kill Batman. That's pretty fucking
As
funny.
you do.
Yeah, of course. You let everybody die.
Straight, white, male. Your fault.
Everybody. Then Catwoman comes in and says, "Listen, bitch. Listen, Dad." Well, like I said, it's insinuated, but I guess in 2 books in the fucking comics, they don't ever really get to that point yet. But they wanted to finish that storyline off in the movie, so
Diplomatic immunity.
Jump in,
He said it.
You have nice lips. You have nice lips, Selena.
Yeah. Green eyes. She
The
ain't
girl
nothing
with
but
the-
a money hungry hoe.
I feel like Tom
look.
King was involved in this
That's a good shot. You think so?
somehow.
I
Yeah,
think so.
You said Tom King?
yeah, because Tom King, the writer for
Yeah.
Batman, because there's a lot of Tom King vibes now that I think of it.
Yeah.
The classic Tom King is the like Catwoman mommy girlfriend complex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's true.
Okay.
Yeah. The explosion happens. Bad
She
people doing bad
starts-
things.
she starts a relationship, but she like
Can't commit.
gives
Right.
Bruce Wayne blue balls
Because she
to-
realizes
to-
he'd be too happy, and if he was too happy, he wouldn't be Batman, even though we've passed that
Yeah.
fucking part a long
Yeah.
time ago.
Sophia,
Yeah, I don't-
please.
I like my Batman to be kind of like James Bond, like, you know, kind
Yep.
of cold and emotionless. I don't want Batman crying over, you know, a girl. That's weird to me.
Yeah. There you
Moping.
go. Gooch, you
He's
still
already
would?
moping enough.
Would you
Oh,
still
why
would?
not? Why not?
Okay. That's a nice
Yeah,
arc she
just-
got going on there.
She's
It's
gonna
the
have a
mole.
nice. She's gonna have a nice fall.
It's the mole, right? That's why you're really
Mola mola.
that's the look she's
said.
gonna give you. Whip it out,
Yeah.
Gooch. Whip it out.
I'm not asking.
Don't take her to Vegas, Gooch. Don't take her to Vegas. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is where the villains all come in now.
Yeah.
Start killing everybody.
It's officially Halloween Town, you know, everything. It's a bunch
Yeah.
of monsters, basically.
Look at this.
Home stretch.
People getting shot out of windows. Grundy's in there kicking ass.
It's very
can't
Scarface, Tony Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look at her. Look, she look like she could hold 2 machine M16s at the same time. That's hot, dude.
Yeah, normally I call BS on that, but with this woman, maybe, you know.
Yeah,
You know,
she's
like a
big enough.
Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then of course he comes out with a fucking what the hell kind of rifle was he shooting here? Oh my god, it was I don't think he'd be able to shoot this the way he's shooting it, but whatever.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a movie.
kind of 50 cal
50 cal
semi-automatic.
fucking yeah. Yeah, look at this fucking thing. It's like holy shit.
It's a sniper
Yeah.
rifle.
It's a sniper
Yeah,
rifle.
it looks like a 50 cal. You're
Barrett.
not holding it that way.
Horrible
Ivy's
trigger discipline.
I do like the shot when all the villains come in at the same time and they're standing at the door. That was straight from the comic. Well, basically kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, that's kind of one of the things I liked about the Dark Knight was like they were gonna take, because that's something I remember saying. Like, they're gonna base it off of the Dark Knight or Long Halloween,
right?
And this idea of just kind of stripping away all the supervillains except Joker and Two-Face and kind of just focusing on them.
Right.
I really like that. That was a smooth move. But yeah, I mean, for what, like, this is a great Batman story. But I mean, when you rate it to like compared to all mystery movies and crime capers, it's a bit silly. But I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's got its, you haven't listened.
I would say,
have
like I
you?
said, Batman movies, I would say top 5, maybe. Like, seriously, I liked it a lot.
It's good. And then there's the whole big fight scene at the end now. The Batman and Catwoman are fucking people up. Yeah, they stop everybody. I like this fucking penguin.
Yeah.
On guard. You're getting these fucking. This is funny too. Joker's like, "Come on!" He punches him one
I
time.
like his design. I just don't know why he's here. I'm like, they just show up. It's like it's like
He's just
member
there.
berry kind of thing. It's like, you don't
Yeah,
really need
this
to
part's
be-
funny.
Just let out all the loonies out of the Arkham, you know.
Yeah. Hold all my calls. I have to terminate someone. It's like Jesus. Oh, the one-liners.
I mean,
from
I do like
Joker.
the idea of Two-Face kind of being the leader of this big rogues gallery because you know he's the one that used to be on the other side and he kind of fell down, you know, did the fall. I don't like the idea of Joker being the main leader because he's not someone you should follow. He's insane, you know. He's a wild card.
I do agree with this, Black Lives. That's why in the
Only
movies,
if you lack vision.
I'm done with like if they go on with any Batman movies, stop at the fucking. He could be a side character, but Jesus, it's enough. The fucking Joker.
Yeah, one of the big missteps of Dark Knight Rises was not. I would love to have seen, even if they recast him, just Joker, like maybe in a background kind of spot, just kind of messing with both Batman and Bane, and just kind of being, just like I said, just a wild card, just terrorizing everybody.
Oh, this part was fucking gruesome.
No, I like the idea of like the Joker disappearing, like they did in before the death of the Joker. Yeah, like he disappears for a lengthy time, and we get introduced to like other villains like Pig and Dollface or.
But the Joker sells, right? If you're gonna make a movie or that he's
but then he's of course he's the one behind the scenes pulling the strings, right?
Right.
Because he's always like the way they do it in the books is like he's always like 10 steps ahead of Batman, and that's that chase. They make him too simple in these movies. He's more methodical. He's insane, but he's like a brilliant.
He's smarter, right?
Yeah.
Catwoman's kicking ass here. Oh yeah, this is where Sophia. What happens? Oh yeah, this is where she tries. Like, okay, so this is a big difference too in how because she trips here, but in the book, Catwoman stops her. But then where eventually she does fall, and then there's book 2, which she plays a big role in. Yeah. Of course, and then Carmine Falcone he dies right away in the book. That's it. He's just shot dead. And here it's like, oh, I know your mom's name, Selena. Hey, okay, I fucked your mom and left her, but hey, here you go. It's like, okay.
I think it adds extra irony considering, like, in the reveal, like, you know, he had a big problem with the out of wedlock marriage, and he also had a child out of wedlock. You know, it's like hypocritical.
Mm-hmm.
At least in the Arkham games, though, they do introduce like. Scarecrow, and I forgot what the other one wasn't. Arkham City, Doctor. The hell was
Hugo Strange?
Hugo Strange. Like, at least they tried. But
yeah, I think Arkham City. What's good about that is it's like Hugo Strange. I do think like is the main villain, but there's kind of 3 primaries. There's him, Ra's al Ghul, and Joker. I kind of agree that with Arkham Knight that the Joker thing is not the best idea because I think. Scarecrow is a great villain in that game, and you could have just had the game with him as the bad guy and accomplished just about everything you needed to.
Instead of like Joker being in his psyche, his mind. Yeah. Harvey, it had to be done.
It's like Wolverine. Like, stop putting Joker in the center of everything.
Joker, you know, and I said this in the chat to host it. It's like Joker's a cash cow that draws in the normies. It's kind of that simple.
That's what it
Why
is.
they keep going back to him.
Obligatory. I'm a huge Batman fan, and I liked that Joker was there in his mind. I thought it was a great gameplay, not just a normie thing.
I don't necessarily think it's something they shouldn't do at all. It's just I feel like it takes up too much of the game. It's too big a focus, I think.
I have a lot of problems with Arkham Knight. I still like the game, but Jesus, man, playing it.
My least favorite of the Arkham games. Yeah, it's my least favorite.
It's like this fucking Batmobile mission. It's like I'm getting into the game, I'm loving it, and then these stupid missions pop. I'm like, God, it just takes you out of the game, and they're tedious. But whatever. Yeah, I like this part here. I like this with the good guy. Did the good guys win? And Gordon's like, yeah, we won, but we'll see. Well, it'll be a long time before we see if it's worth it. It's like, ooh. It's fucking harsh line, man, but it's true. Then we're back at the asylum, and then this is where he opens his eyes. He goes, Gilda. And then Batman's like, hey, I know you killed this. So yeah, she basically admits to this whole backstory in the last 5 minutes of the movie, basically about how she met Alberto in Oxford. They got pregnant because they banged. They got married. He tells Carmine. Carmine basically rips the baby out of her, so she can't have kids anymore. And that's why she went through all this. It's like it's a harsh fucking thing to happen to somebody, and I just don't like her. So it didn't make me have any empathy for her. It made me just like, oh, you're fucking.
Yeah, and I don't. And this is one thing I really don't like is there is really no justice regarding her. Batman just lets her go, and I'm like,
right. That's the big problem. Batman walks away. It's like, why wouldn't he arrest her? Why wouldn't he take her?
Well, he left it open because she says, "Are you going to tell Gordon about this?" And he doesn't say anything. So I guess they're kind of leaving it open to like, will Batman tell Gordon? Probably
Batman,
not.
I know, would have put her in a chokehold right then and there.
But he does say, as long as Holiday's done, if then like he insinuates like, we're good then. It's like, what the fuck?
And that's
dude?
I don't
like
like that at all.
His whole thing is like, you still
put her away.
Okay.
Yeah, like the whole point. And is it because he felt guilty about not helping Harvey enough? So he's like, I don't want to. It's really weird, but so basically, she got to Gotham, married Harvey to get justice against Carmine Falcone because of what happened to her in the past. It's like, wow, what a bitch. And she's like, I did love Harvey, but not all of him. And it's like, oh my god, that's some vindictive,
Hell hath no fury.
Shit. Yeah. Yeah, and Batman's just like, whatever. I kind of agree. He wouldn't let her go. Because he's all about justice in the end, right? So it's like that's his whole MO.
And like I said, if Holiday had like a more disguise, I think I could have, rewatched this and not had any problem with her being the sole killer. But there's you see close-ups of the dude wearing the bandana and the hat, and it's like it's clearly a large tan man.
Yeah, like I don't mind the idea of him being empathetic towards her because obviously, she's kind of taking on a vigilante type role similar to his, except she's gone to that place that he refuses to go to by killing, and it's like, okay, that's enough for you to put her away. Shouldn't be any question as to that.
I mean, maybe if they had showed her like when she's burning the evidence, she burned like a mask of a man and I don't know, some kind of body suit or something, a padded jacket she's wearing. I don't know.
Nice.
Or Batman get rid of that stupid no-kill rule and start killing. Kill those villains.
Yeah. The ending was because you're right. In the book, they left it kind of ambiguous to what might have been, and they give you different. And in the second book, they kind of draw on that more. But that's the Long Halloween. It's a long fucking movie. I guess actually, you know what? There was really not a lot of trivia because with animated movies, it's either hit and miss. This one really didn't have.
It was like comparing what they did in the comic versus what they did, and I don't like including that in trivia. Yeah,
we did that anyway. So yeah,
it made like $6 million on home video sales. There you go. I don't know what the budget was though. Couldn't find that.
It's fine. It's fine.
They said something about 2 or 3 earlier.
2 to 3 million. I've
done
a deep dive into all that. It's like the WB, they would spend like max, at the very max, 3 million for the last. I think since like the 90s to like 2022, I guess pretty much.
Right.
Or 23, because now they've really gone cheap. Like they've cut on everything.
Oh, dude. It's bad. Just watching the Crisis fucking what did I watch the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Oh, that's
I stopped.
I've watched both of them because it's like this is Crisis. I should be liking this. It's Terry. It's this. It still sucks.
It's bad.
Yeah,
it's
bad. Terrible.
It's all bad. I guess we could just skip the trivia and then just do the final thoughts and ratings and Mr. Badger. Thoughts on the book, comparing it to the movie, the book itself, and then your final rating on.
Yeah, like I said, because I'm not the biggest fan of Tim Sale. It's not my favorite comic, even if I recognize its importance in the story, which is why I like this better because I feel it's more palatable. Even if I get it. Yeah, I noticed the thick lines when you guys were saying it, but I didn't really throw me out when I was watching it. I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. Long but giddy, better when you watch it, in its entire form instead of splitting it.
Right.
But yeah, like Enzo said, I think it's up there with like top 5 Batman animated. Certainly top 6. Yeah.
Sweet. Mr. Gooch.
Yeah, I'm with Badger here. I would definitely say an 8 out of 10. It's one of my favorites as well. There is some minor things here and there. The animation, the blending of styles. I'm with Vex on that one. And I noticed that too when I was watching it today. Is just like, what style are they trying to go with? And I think that's just due to multiple people working on the project. I think there's like multiple studios or like groupings of animators working on different spots, and this just doesn't match up. But I
agree.
Yeah, I'd say an 8 out of 10.
Okay, that's fair. Mr. Stupenzo. What about you, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, compared to Batman stories, like 8 or 9 out of 10 easily. I think compared to all movies, I'd give it a 7, 7.5. I don't give out 10s, often or rarely. But yeah, I mean, it's just I had a fun time watching it 2 nights ago. It was definitely like there's definitely some changes. It's a long movie, but the story's longer. And yeah, the changes. I mean, it's one of those things where I didn't mind the adaptation. I thought it was a fun kind of revisit. I did miss the classic comic book loud artwork stylistically, and I did have a couple big problems with the very end, their big reveal. But other than that, it's a fun adventure detective movie. And I think they did this great job, kind of like I said, metaphorically, the long Halloween. You got a year of murders since Halloween, and then also this year of people dressing up like crazy people running around committing crimes. It's kind of like this transition of Gotham into the comic book superhero kind of a world instead of this film noir murder mystery kind of stuff that we start out with. I thought it was a good transition into that. So yeah, I like this movie a lot. I thought it was fun, and yeah, I mean, it's a good cartoon, good little animated feature.
I agree. Mr. Gord King.
I mean, like if I'm going to compare it to other Batman movies, particularly some of the animated ones like Mask of the Phantasm, Red Hood, which are probably favorites.
I think the wrong mic is picking up for you, Gord, or you're just very far away.
I'm so far away.
I mean, I only have one microphone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
You're like echoey a little bit. That's why.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I'll go 7 out of 10. That'll be my score. I think it's good. Some storytelling issues here and there. I think the one place that I was probably most disappointed was I don't think it has a particularly memorable soundtrack, which is kind of a downer for a Batman film, because most Batman movies, even some of the bad Batman movies, have really good soundtracks.
I agree.
So it takes away some of the atmosphere that I'm used to, but it is overall still a really fun story with some cool characters, cool villains, weird art style is inconsistent, but overall I do like the movie.
Yeah, I agree. I know Vex only watched the first part. She didn't like it, so I don't know what you could really rate it, but go ahead. Feel free.
I will only rate the first half, and I give the first half a 5 out of 10. I don't. Would you? Hold on. Okay, is the second half much stronger, or am I going to be? Is it going to be in a similar vein?
I personally like the first half a little more, honestly.
The second half does it picks up a little bit, and they do try to tie everything in. I honestly, if you didn't love the first half, I don't think you'll love the second half. Honestly,
okay.
If you didn't like it, you didn't like the comic. I think you'd like the comic book probably more than the movie. From what?
Yeah, I still have plans to read that too. So, like, the good news is that this hasn't deterred me from that.
No,
but yeah, as I said earlier, the animation really fucking sucks. Whatever Warner Brothers is doing, I swear to God, they need to get the cocks out of their ears, because when it comes to just making movies, creative decisions, financial decisions, I don't know what the fuck's going on there. This was not a smart choice.
They're cheap.
The story, the weird thing is though, like, even though the actual design was like inconsistent, the motions for the animation were actually far more fluid than like some of the other animated Batman movies that you've shown me. So I could appreciate it for that. But otherwise, the story, like, I liked the elements that it was introducing. It had like some Godfather vibes with the Falcone family and all that. I think the voice acting was phenomenal. Yeah, Jensen Ackles for Batman. I'm on that train now, but I don't know. It just it felt like it was missing the mark in a lot of ways, unfortunately.
So you know what? I bet you if this movie was done in like the early 2000s, it would have been a million times better.
Well, yeah, because there were several instances where it kind of felt like they were holding back on the plot as well. Sorry, I didn't pay fuck all attention this whole time, so now I'm just like trauma dumping on you guys.
No,
but
do it. Do it, lady.
There was just times where it felt like they weren't quite reaching the full idea they were trying to get through. I think that's in part why it felt so choppy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a meh. Maybe if I were a hardcore Batman fan, I would appreciate it.
Well, I mean, I know. Sorry,
I think part of the problem, and this kind of goes back to what I was talking about with how they could have used Calendar Man, sort of like Hannibal Lecter, is when you don't really find out the motivation behind the killings till the very, very end, it kind of makes a lot of what's happening sort of hollow. You know, 'cause you're not really seeing the pathos behind it. You're just seeing like, oh, someone's killing people on holidays. That's bad. It's like, oh,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's why I think the book is a little better. That's like, and I'm glad that you loved or liked the Dark Knight Returns, because I was kind of like, I don't know, would Vex like? I remember when you watched that.
Yeah,
So
I'm not adverse to animation. Like if you give me a good story, I don't give a fuck what medium it's in. Good story, good characters, I'll enjoy it regardless. So I did enjoy that, but yeah.
I think you would really like Batman Year One, just the movie. The movie's, first of all, it's only an hour and 5 minutes. It's really short, but the comic is fucking phenomenal, by the way. But the movie,
Bryan Cranston as Jim Gordon.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston as Jim. It's so good, but it's an hour and 5 minutes, and you want to talk about the animation's definitely better.
Animation's clean. It's very clean,
and the story. They take a whole book and get it down to an hour and 5 minutes.
And the kid that plays Batman, really good.
Yes.
The guy Ryan from the OC, and
so I think Batman, it's its start, and I think they do a great job. The book is great. I think you would really like the movie much better.
Okay,
that's another one. That starts off this version of the Batman universe, but it's good. Yeah, for me, it's, I don't know, man. I will say it's funny when we do these shows, rewatching these movies, especially compared to a book or a comic. I love the graphic novel. I think it's fucking great. I think it's one of the best. Yeah, I get the whole Tim Sale thing, and the artwork kind of is hit and miss in the book sometimes, but I love the story in the book. Watching the movie, I enjoy it. But even Sassy, she just read this, and she was like, yeah, I think I like the book better too. And she's like, it's not a bad movie. Oh, there you go. Bat McKenzie. Yeah, Ben McKenzie. He's excellent.
Yeah. Bat McKenzie. No, that works too.
Bat McKenzie.
And he was in Gotham, and he's married to Marina.
Who's Gordon?
Yeah.
Lucky man.
Bitch.
Now
so
I really hate him.
I give this probably a 7.5 out of 10. I think it does enough well to keep me entertained. Rewatching it though, it dropped a little bit for me because I'm very fresh off the book and talking to Sassy about reading the book, and she's reading Dark Victory right now. Actually, it's good. It's good. I like it. Yeah, it's just the way it is. I love Batman, but give me a good story, and I'm there. So I liked it.
Dude.
We have to do Batman Year One eventually now because it's a much shorter movie to clean, and the animation. I think it's just a much better movie.
I'd seen Year One. I just looked it up though. There's 20 animated Batman movies alone and 55 DC animated movies. Wow, I've not seen them all. I just
some of them are good. Some of them are
at least 20 of those are really good until they reset it.
I saw Year One. I remember watching that one and liking that one.
Your run is very good. What are you talking about, Sammy? The book? What book's better? Long Halloween? If you're talking about Long Halloween, I definitely agree. I think Dark Victory is almost as good as Long Halloween. It just doesn't get any love because it's just overshadowed by the Long Halloween. So that's it. We had a great show on that one. I appreciate everybody joining us. I know it was a long movie to scrub through and talk about, but I love talking Batman, especially with these beautiful nerds.
Dude, I guess it's also good to kick off like Halloween a little early, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's one, listen, it's basically October, so let's get started and let's go. Yes. I love talking animated movies. I'd like to add more of them into the mix next year. Any kind, even ones I haven't seen before, I wouldn't mind talking about. So we'll definitely do that. The book's better. You can fix the pacing. Yeah. I had the girl I watched the video on this morning breaking down the differences is like, I think the movie's tighter and I do a better job. And I'm like, doesn't mean it's better. I don't know. Well, that's a conversation for another day. Let's go around the horn, get these lovely people out of here into bed soon. Angry Badger, since you stream almost as much as Gooch, or maybe you stream more. I don't know. You're everywhere. You're everywhere.
A skosh more, but we'll
a lot of videos. You do a lot of videos. That's the
3 videos a day and 2 to 3 streams a day, depending. Because I'm insane.
I taught him well.
Badgercast Tuesday and Wednesday, and then after that, Invincible on Tuesdays, and then Wednesday, Gooch and Sammy and me.
Nice.
Diabolical Wednesdays. Yeah, and then Thursday we switch over to Nerd Wars channel, and you know what it is.
Yeah, they're entertaining. If you, I'm pretty sure everybody who's here is subscribed already. But if you haven't,
I would
please.
I would hope.
They're fun shows. They're fun shows. They're quick. They're entertaining as hell. So please subscribe. Angry Badger's got some good shit going on over there. Of course, dude. Gooch. Oh Jesus. All right, what is he? How many streams do you have coming up? Fuck you.
No, I'm pulling, but actually, I'm not doing. I do Badger Cast.
Yeah, that's fun.
And I have a blast on there.
Yeah, it's fun.
We always end up having fun on there. And then tomorrow night, Invincible episodes 3 and 4. Wednesday, Diabolical Wednesdays. And of course, Badger Cast all at the same time slot.
Yeah,
Monday to Wednesday. And then Thursday, we're going to be doing a review of Twilight of the Gods. God help us. And then Sunday night is the big night. Sunday night, late night with Gooch and gang. We have a lot of fun. Man. Yeah, we have a lot of fun over there. And this week we have Wyatt's Metal coming on, so it should be a blast.
Nice.
And yeah, that's
you got Sassy coming on in a few weeks.
Yes, I have Sassy coming on there. I have quite a few people that want to come on.
That's a great show. Sundays,
and my co-host right there.
The official co-host for
Sunday.
Yes.
Sammy is my co-host for the animation block, and then I have them both on for Wednesday.
That's awesome, dude.
And we mud wrestle
Sunday's great.
the whole hour.
Oh, no, watching for sure. Yeah.
Gooch's off button is on the Gooch.
So the Sunday
reach and hit it.
The Sunday
and then
thing
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the Sunday thing is now watch Penguin and then go watch the Gooch.
Watch Penguin and then immediately go there to try to get there earlier so we could talk about it before we go live.
I love the Sunday show. Being on it was fucking great, but just watching it, I don't know what it is. Like certain people I can't watch live because it's just not entertaining enough. You guys, it's fun. It's a blast.
Yeah. It's great. It's pretty easy. Like
very laid back.
It's hanging out with the friends, right? And we have a lot of fun. And you got like Sammy and Badger and everyone coming, and Vex and Ned, like everyone, coming.
It's
on.
great. I love it. Definitely check it out. Well, if you haven't, everybody knows what it is already. But Mr. Enzo's got some. I love Enzo's shit too because he does all these like weird during the day while I'm working these fucking movies that he's talking. I love it though because it's all this obscure shit that I'm like, I remember this movie. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I usually pick the obscure stuff because it's like less editing to do. But yeah, definitely do enjoy watching movies with some homies, and the weirder the better. And yeah, just these funny Mystery Science Theater style reaction videos. Like if you like, EFAT movies, but wish we, we're drunk Americans who smoke pot and cursed and watch weird movies. Yeah, that's right up your alley. Yeah, we do that. And then weekly hangout streams, nerd streams, usually Sundays before Gooch or after Gooch's show. I also do an occasional random solo stream here and there. When I'm bored and got stuff to say, it's just super laid back on my channel. So come check it out. Yeah, this week we got me and Sammy watched Carnosaur. So that's going to be full-length commentary for that one. Kicking off spooky season with monster movies and what have you. So I'm excited.
Awesome. Definitely. Yeah, good channel, man. Go check it out. It's definitely entertaining. I like it. Gord King, besides your Mass Effect streams and your poorly explained videos, you got anything else on the horizon?
Well, I do have another poorly explained on the horizon. It's probably coming sometime next week. Should be no later than that. I would say there's an off chance it gets done this week, but probably next week. And then I will be on Roman of the Empire on Thursday. We're going to be talking about our favorite vampire movies of all time.
Hell yeah. Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun. Yeah. Good times. And of course, Vex. Vex is in America. So God bless her for at least freedom. 2 weeks. I know you mentioning on your community page you want to try to get some content out. Any new movies coming up that you want to review?
I might do a Joker review. We're gonna go see it on Thursday.
I just saw Cynic put out his. So.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, a couple people have already seen it. I guess there's some earlier previews.
I just bought tickets.
Yeah,
I forgot.
So
I forgot that was coming out.
Yeah, I'll be away for a couple days, and then Thursday we're gonna go see that. So if it gives me something to talk about, then there will be a video this weekend, probably on Sunday. But other than that, yeah, since I am traveling and having fun and having a life, I will not be
enjoying life.
Next week. Yeah,
we're gonna miss you tomorrow.
I know I'm gonna miss streaming too, but quite honestly, it's nice having something or someone to do that
whoa,
Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
No,
So-
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Plus oh my god.
So yeah. But I think Monday I'll be on Leon's stream. Sunday, if I'm awake and Gooch wants me, I can join Gooch and Gang. But
of course,
yeah. Other than that,
fucking Gooch,
chilling.
Yeah,
that's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, MMM is coming back next Monday. Whether I'm hosting the show, I don't know yet because I'm having renovations in the home, and I don't know. I don't think they're going to be done by the time I'm ready to do the show. So I got to move all my equipment, do all this crazy shit. So we are doing Bone Tomahawk, which is a fucking great movie. Vex in her graciousness said she would host if I can't.
Oh, here we go. Let's go.
As of right now, that's the plan. Listen, Vex, I already made the whole trailer for the show, and the show's up already, so it's ready to go.
I'll give you a bone tomahawk.
We're on for it. You're ready for an adventure, kids.
Yeah,
Vex is hosting.
Vex always streams the best movies. God damn it, she always hosts the best movies.
You're in for a wild ride. You're not going to know what the hell hit you.
Just skip past. No, don't can't skip past.
We're gonna do Bone Tomahawk in 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go over Velocipastor again.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about
Crazy for Velocipastor too. We gotta review it again.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening. Since I missed that one. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you. Thank God for Vex for offering her services. She's awesome. Yeah, we'll be back though, same time. Bone Tomahawk. We got a great run of movies coming in October, so stay tuned, of course. And thank you everybody in the chat. You guys are fucking amazing. The super chats. Everyone, I love you, bless you, Badger, you sick bastard with your gifted memberships, and Sammy and Nadia and Grumpy and Erwin and Gooch and Beardo. I love you all, and of course Leon, even though he's gay. That's it. That's it. I love you all. We'll be back, and please go subscribe to all these people. And I don't know where my outro is because StreamYard sucks. Okay, I got it. Bye. Love you.